peel away who you are until you're left with the illusion that you're just conversing with people from a stage. And you can talk to hundreds and hundreds of people. You know, Dave Chappelle does that. You know, he looks like he's just having a chat with about 3,000 people. It's a simulacrum, but he figured out how to do that for him. Now, if you try to copy what he does, it isn't necessarily going to work for you because we're all different. So that's what I wanted to get at is this idea that we're gonna stick it to the people who have all the money. You know, well, those people have a habit of spreading that money around because they want a return on investment. And they'll be happy with 7, 8, 9%. 9% is damn good, you know, but they're going to want something, and you have to deliver. You have to do what you say you're going to do. This is the only reason I spent several years as a working screenwriter, because I did play doctoring work too, but I'm not allowed to talk about that. I won't get into any detail. But the thing is that you got to know what is required of you and be able to do it. And that's it. No big deal. No strain. It's just another job if you handle it that way. Now, if your ego is tied into it and you must be rich and famous, you're doomed. So go over to mojoacademy.org and look at that page about the secret of success. There's some videos there and to get, and there's some audio to get. And I'm hoping that my disk burning stuff still works after all the wonderful upgrades I've done. Oh, that reminds me. What works. And then we'll get to the calls. People have been waiting for the 10 Lost Books of the Prophets to come back in stock. It's one of my most popular items, and it's also my most expensive item, oddly enough. But people love it. It's a 1930s set of little books that I blew up into a bigger size, and I restored them. And if you buy them, I'll give you this button. But take a look at that. You can see it in 10lostbooksoftheprophets.com. But I don't have any to sell right now because the post office lost a shipment of 200 books. Yeah. So thanks, guys. But the printing plant has very graciously offered and started the process of replacing those free of charge. So I'll have that there soon. I'll have that at the website soon at my eBay store. But I know that was a little bit of a leap, but I just remembered that I know people are waiting for those books, because those books will show you certain esoteric / religious. You can't operate that without one without the other. Methods to focus and be successful in a way that only you can be successful. Look, I have the hiccups. I hate that's so infantilizing, getting the hiccups. I don't like it at all. It mortifies me. But I promise not to drop dead during the show. You'll get your hours worth here. So listen, that's just an upgrade. Yeah, I don't think that people understand the dynamic. I mean, younger people who have never had a job and are like 30 and 40, I don't think they understand the dynamic of investing in yourself and making something happen. I'm living proof that it can be done. I was not a great student. All I wanted out of school was to learn how to read and write. And I said, I'll take it from there, folks. But they don't like to hear 5-year-olds or 6-year-olds say that. So, I got into a bit of trouble. Nevertheless, it's very important to examine the things that we take for granted, such as conversation and speech. Because as I said, we all learned how to talk at about 2 years old. So we think we're experts at it, but we're not. You've got to learn to do it. I studied how to speak. I studied general semantics. I took the Xerox listening course way back when I had a job as a telephone communicator. So you see, these things are important. And I'm urging you to do that. Well, if I could get a copy of that, I would definitely put that for sale in my Secrets of Success thing. But take a look at those. It's at mojoacademy.org, and it's about secrets of success. And they're not really secrets, but you think they are because of how few people use them. So anyway, look, I've been talking long enough, which is usually a sign that I thought I was going to miss the show because I've been rather sick for the last week or so, and I missed a few shows, and I just I get full of ideas and things. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about that I left out, such as these buttons. These are the buttons. I wear one here about the show. See, it's about Reverend Elliot's Magical Window. And if you want some of those, I'll send them to you, no charge. I won't even charge you postage. Just get over to mojoacademy.org or magic-works.com and go to the Contact Elliot page, and I'll send you a few. No charge at all. See, I told you, there's people all over New York just with things dripping off of them that they want to give to you, so there you go. So now let's ring a bell 3 times so that we can declare sacred space. And I think that my extended gibbering tonight was worth it because I was talking about something very interesting. At least I hope you found it that way. So here we go. And now we will pull back the curtain on the magical window for Loretta in Ohio. Hi, Loretta. You're on with Reverend Elliot.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you tonight?
Well, I'm good, thank you.
Well, let's see if we can make that better. But I certainly want to thank you for having stuck around while I just shot my mouth off for 24 minutes. So I appreciate it.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you so
I
much.
enjoyed it.
Well, what can I look at for you tonight?
I am looking to see what is going on with my daughter and my granddaughter and my 2 grandsons.
Okay. So you just want to take a look at family matters in that sense and see what the overall vibe is? Oh, boy. Are you people having a lot of strife?
Are you asking or are you telling me?
I'm asking because I've got the Ace of Swords, and swords can mean obviously strife, you know what I mean? But it also refers to mental activity because a lot of these things, the strife is usually people making things up in their heads, and going for it. Okay, so that's the background of what's going on here. The Empress is here. That's you. You're a person who makes things grow and happen. Am I right?
I believe so.
Okay, well, now that only a person who really is good at making things grow and happen would answer that way, because you're not taking it for granted. You're just you're not. Yeah, you're damn right. I make things. No, I'm the guy who makes things happen. That kind of thing. We never believe that person, do we? But
right.
So you've confirmed it. Let's put it that way. So you may be able to bring some sense out of all of this. This is costing you emotionally and maybe even financially for all, but you don't have to go into all the details. But this is the Hanged Man. And that is a card about a person who is sacrificing for the greater good. Now, the thing about this card is when you turn it upside down, the character is dancing. So there's goodness there. But you are in a position of sacrificing now. Now, that's followed up by the 7 of Rods, which is a person who can sweep away obstacles. You have great ability to cut through the garbage. And there's the 9 of Swords, which is this is bringing you sadness. It's just very sorrowful. The situation is going to change, and that's the Wheel of Fortune. And I'll tell you how it's going to change. The Magician is a great card, It's a person who has spiritual power and can bring power from above and use it down here in the earthly realm, followed by the justice card. There's been an injustice at the root of a lot of this, and you're going to see that justice happens. And the world is here. That's a card of assured success. So you may not want to do all the work that needs to be done, but if you do choose to do it, you can heal these people. You can help bring them out and bring them around. But you're dealing with a really nasty situation, rife with sadness, filled with injustices, and strife and struggle. But you're good at cutting through the garbage. That's going to be your strength if you choose to deal with it. There's nothing here that says you have to, okay? But obviously you want to, or you wouldn't be calling and asking me, correct?
Yep, you are
So,
correct. I kind of I'm in between a rock and a hard place.
yeah, well, here's another card. Again, that shows me more about you again. It's the strength card. The strength card is a person who has what it takes to do the job. The Three of Cups means that you may be bringing these people together. You may be able to do that. The King of Swords is here. Now, we started out with the Ace of Swords. The King of Swords means you're going to have to be harsh. You're going to have to be firm. You're going to have to, you may even be perceived as the bad guy in all of this, but you know, and I will know that you're not, because sometimes you gotta knock heads together in a metaphorical way, because I have seen so much fighting and so much strife among people who just want that. It's as if life is too easy, so they make troubles. And I think that's a lot of what you're dealing with. Here's the Knight of Swords again. You see, this is rife with swords, which is about conflict and war. But here's a good one. This is a person who's been through conflict and war and is prepared for the job. So it's your job if you want it. Okay? There's nothing here that says you have to do this. But personally, I have a very low threshold for family drama. I decided so many years ago that being related to me doesn't give you the right to treat me like garbage. And I went on a firing spree. I sent termination notices to a bunch of people I'm related to, and that was that. And I haven't allowed them back into my sphere again. Now, that might not be the best way to handle it for you, but it worked for me, if you know what I mean. So I'm not advising you to fire everybody, but at some point you don't want to unite them in their hatred of you, right? So,
Right.
and I've found that the person who comes in to help generally gets beaten into the ground, but you may not,
Right.
but look, here's judgment. This is about people getting reborn and changing and getting what they deserve. So who knows? You may be a very positive influence on this whole group of people, but protect yourself is going to be my conclusion to you, because as much as you want to help other people, you can't help other people until you take care of yourself. So don't put yourself at grave risk. Just be easy on yourself too. Be kind to yourself, because there's a whole group of people around who are willing to hurt you. Am I right? They don't care, do
Yeah,
they?
you're right.
Yeah.
No,
So
no, they don't care at all. But my concern is my granddaughter
yeah,
being abused.
the children. Yes, exactly. The small child. And here is a card, the Page of Cups, which has a small child. You see, these cards are really with you. The Page of Cups is the beginning of emotional happiness and healing and growth. So you may be able to deal with that child and not all the other people. It's just possible, because there's healing and health and growth there. And there's the Knight of Swords again, as if to emphasize, as if the knight doing battle with a raised sword, So there's potential for success here. There really is. But don't.
Well, my hopes were that my daughter would come to her senses and try to, us build our relationship again. But she's wanting to fight me on everything, and so therefore, like I said, I'm worried about you, my granddaughter.
Yes, and here, look, this is the three of swords, which is a heart pierced by three swords, and the heart is crying. So this is not a frivolous situation. This is a very deep and painful situation. And the question is, how much are you willing to take in terms of pain to help work it out? And how willing are they to listen? I mean, maybe you all need to sit down with a therapist, a family therapist or something, because I'm certainly not a counselor in that regard. I can't even legally call myself a counselor. But you see, now I was hoping so much that this card would show up. This is the sun. That's healing and health and growth and happiness. And again, there's a little child here. And that's backed up by the Ace of Cups, which is the onset of happiness and emotional well-being. So I'm getting signals here that it's doable, that it's possible, but that's going to be done by dint of your own personality and who you are. This is not something you're going to read in a book.
I've been fighting for it for 3.5 years.
Yeah, well, that's
trying to make it happen for 3.5 years. So,
well, at some point, you're going to have to decide how much longer you want to do this, and maybe just see if the granddaughter at some point just grows out of it and decides to say hello to you. That's, let's face it. And I know that they've been poisoning her mind, right, against you.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that goes without saying almost, but this is like the Two of Swords. That's the sword. You're getting so many sword cards because that's the nature of this situation. That's things reaching a standstill, and when that happens, you might be able to break through. But I'm still seeing the success card here of the world. So it all depends upon how strong you are and how strong you want to be and how strong you need to be and what you wish to do. Because there's a good chance that you can work this through, but be very alert to the signs that show that they're not listening. Okay?
Oh, I'm aware. I am very aware of that.
Because I don't want you to be here's the King of Swords again. See, every time I cut the cards, I go back to the main sword cards here. Here's the Seven of Swords. Now, that had to show up because that's about somebody sneaking around and causing trouble. Sound familiar, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I was one of my questions too. Is if there's any involvement in drugs or any kind of illegal activity?
Well, let's see. I don't know that I can specifically see that, but I do see there's that one person who's causing trouble. There's that one person there's always somebody around us who thrives on trouble. I mean, I was at a meeting one time of an organization where there was big trouble in the organization, and it was coming from two people. And we were able to figure out immediately at a meeting who the two people were when somebody pointed out, it's you and it's you. And they were horrified. They wanted, how did you know? I said, because of all the people here dealing with this and discussing it, you two are the only ones who are smiling. See, they will reveal themselves. this kind of person these people will reveal themselves. Let's see if I can get any indication of drug activities and illegal activities. Well, naturally, I got another sword card here, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords. I'm not getting anything that indicates that. It's got the Nine of Swords, it's the Ten of Swords. Well, that's good. The Ten of Swords indicates that this may be over soon. The King of Swords. I mean, oh man, it's like this whole deck is made of swords tonight. But I am seeing that there is a person who's responsible for instigating trouble, but I can't see the nature of it. Okay, I'll see what I can do after the show, and maybe if I find something there, if you send me an email, I will, or contact me through my website, magic-works.com, magic-works.com. I'll be happy to fill you in on anything I see. But at the moment, I'm just seeing that there is one specific person who is causing a lot of trouble. And generally, that person is doing it for the sake of causing trouble. Here's the card again that let me see that the child is involved and it may work out well. And the Nine of Coins is here. I want you to consider the Nine of Coins. Go online and look at the Nine of Coins from various decks and see what you think of it. Because it means a person who will be fine away from people. You may need a peopleectomy for a while, don't you think? Because
Yeah.
3.5 years is a long time for this, but I admire your stick-to-itiveness, and I also see that you have the power to deal with this. The question, as I said, is do you want to? And that's only you can answer that. So please, by all means, stay in touch with me, and we can take a look as things develop. I'll be happy to, now this is not a sales pitch, because I'm not going to charge you if you want to see some more cards and you want to contact me. I'm not considering that a deal, I'll be a resource for you. How's that?
Well, that sounds great. And what did you say how to contact you?
Go to mojoacademy.org or magic-works.org, magic-works.org. Each has a contact page, or you can, at askoneradio.com, you can look me up there and you'll see how to contact me. You just look up Reverend Elliott's Magical Window and it's contact. It's very easy to get to me, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to light a white candle to send positive energy your way, and let's see where it goes. Okay.
I appreciate you.
Well, you're a very strong spiritual person, and if you can't handle this, nobody can. That's the way I look at it. So thanks for trusting me and contacting me with this, because I want to help you see through it. Okay.
Well, I do appreciate that. That's for sure.
So thanks for calling.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And if it's possible at all, have a nice Thanksgiving. How's that?
Thank you. You as well.
Thanks. Bye-bye now. And let's shuffle them up. You're listening to Reverend Elliott's Magical Window. And boy, we're really dealing with aspects of peoplehood today, that's for sure. And I love that. It's all so strange, because I've seen so many people in my life who just like to hurt people. They enjoy it. And I don't mean consensually. I'm not talking about the masochist and the sadist, It's an old joke, but, the masochist goes up to the sadist and says, "Beat me." And he looks at the masochist and says, "No." Now, that's vicious, Anyway, Kayla in Pittsburgh is next. Hi, Kayla. You're on with Reverend Elliott.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you tonight?
I'm good.
Great. What can I look at for you?
I was wondering what areas What areas of my life need healing?
Oh, okay. Well, I just got like the happiest card in the tarot deck, which is the Ten of Cups. So it looks like you're okay, you know. The Four of Cups is here. That is a card of a person who is trying to figure out things to do and doesn't notice that there's another three cups is what they're considering. There's a hand coming out of a cloud, and that is holding a cup, and that is offering something new that may be very good for you in terms of emotions and growth and healing. The Hierophant is here. That's a card of religious authority, although I'm hesitant to draw that out any further. There's just, to me, that says you may want to work on some spiritual stuff, but you know that's between you and your beliefs. You know, there's certainly nothing that I can tell you to do. But I'm seeing that you're in a very good position now emotionally, and this just may be the time for you to get a little more spiritual in life. If you know, does that feel like the way it is for you, or do you have a firm spiritual grounding?
About right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's about all I see here. You know, everything else is fine. You know, I've got the Judgment card, which is, you know, that's a decent, happy thing. I've got the Fool, which is, again, if there was anything negative in the reading, having that card appear would get rid of it. So it's a very positive reading. If there's something, essentially, then what it's saying is if you want something to concentrate on, concentrate a bit more on the spiritual side of life. How's that?
Okay.
Okay, that should be, judging by what I see about who you are from these cards, that's going to be easy to do. Okay, so you know, give it a shot. Okay,
All right. Thank you.
my pleasure. Bye bye now. And let's see, we're rounding near the end here. Elizabeth in Milton, Vermont is next. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you tonight? Yeah, I'm here.
I'm fine.
I see the
I'm
name
fine,
Milton,
thank you.
Vermont, and I think of the old TV movie with Martin Landau as a war veteran who's looking for his hometown called Charles, Vermont, and he can't find it anywhere. You know the movie, right?
That's yes.
So yeah, that may have been what inspired them, right? A name like Milton, Vermont. So what can I look at for you?
Um, I don't know. I have a dog that's very ill, and
Oh,
I have a husband with Alzheimer's, and I'm just feeling not sure what to do with myself these days because I feel like I'm going to be losing both of them. And
well,
I'm not well myself, but I'm
these
not as
things
bad as
pile
they
up,
are.
don't they? When
Yes.
they come, you know, the old joke that they all come in threes, right? Well, let me tell you, there's a few
Yes.
things here.
Well, I have my grandson lives with us, and so does my ex-son-in-law.
Well, okay. There you go. That's,
So
you know, find your happiness where you can, right?
that's right.
Let me just tell you what you got here, because you're entering you're entering a period of upheaval in life, but
What in life?
upheaval, things changing. You know,
Okay.
things are coming
Okay,
to an
yeah.
end, but you see, the Temperance card is here. Now that means balance restored. So you'll get through this, and everything will be balanced again. The Ten of Swords is here. That's a card that says life got pretty bad, but life did its worst, and you're still here, and you're going to succeed. And the Ace of Cups is here, which is a card about new levels of happiness and emotion coming. So I'm not big on change in life. I really am not. I just am not. I mean, I just got a new printer after like 12 years and a new computer after about 15 years. And everything has to be updated now, and it's driving me nuts. So to now I'm not comparing my technological goofiness with the tragedies in your life that are on the horizon, but I don't do well with change, but we need it sometimes. And
Right.
what I've been seeing is you're going to come through this fine. It's not that it won't hurt, but you'll deal with it
Right.
and you'll be fine.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I don't see problems here. Let's see if I can find anything else, anything deeper. No, it's all good. It's all fine here.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that very much.
There just comes a time when life decides to start smacking us around, and
Right.
we deal with it, and it's not fun to deal with it. It's not pleasant, and I'd rather not. And unfortunately, I've reached the stage in my life where I can't consume alcohol anymore, so I have to deal with it.
I wish I would. I wish I didn't have to consume food.
Yeah. Oh gosh,
That's
I know.
my personal battle.
I know that feeling. Tell me, when I was 50, I took off well over 110, 20 pounds. And that was a long time ago, but that was, these things creep up on us, don't they? So let me see if I can leave you with something.
80 pounds.
Excellent. Beautiful. Well, let me tell you here. This is good. This is a good message here. This is the card, the Eight of Cups, that tells me that's a person who's moving away from things that are not working for her and going towards things that are working. Now, you already did some of that, as you mentioned. And the next is the Four of Rods, which is about a happy home, and the Six of Rods, which is assured success, and the Eight of Rods, which means that the success and happiness is coming very soon. So you're at the always darkest before the dawn part, which means you're living a cliche, but it's going to be all right. Okay?
Right. Okay. Thank you very much.
I'm going to light a candle for you also to send positive energy your way, because these are very, very, very difficult things to get through, and I don't like them myself. This is why we're all born crying. We were so happy and snug and comfortable, and then pow, we're in this room and it's cold, and we start crying.
Yep.
So,
I agree with it.
And it never ends. It's always about change.
Right.
So, but I don't like it, but I deal with it. So thanks a lot for calling, and I wish you all the best.
And thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
Thank you for your kind words. Bye-bye now. And that's it. We've come to the end of another edition of Reverend Elliot's Magical Window. We got a couple of minutes left, so I'll remind you that you can see what I do at magic-works.com, magic-works.com. Check out there at mojoacademy.org. That's my more of books and videos and audios. And over there you can see the secrets to success that I have spoken about. And it is there's some really heavy duty advice there about personal growth. Unfortunately, that's how complicated life is, but I've also got there's a disc there called Psycholaxation, which was believe it or not, was the first guided meditation towards easing anxiety at a time, and it came out at a time when people started taking Milltown. I mean, people back then were concerned about tranquilizers. They probably had no concept of how many people are going to be living on mind-altering drugs now because of anxiety and things like that. So, we're not meant to do that. We're not meant to be stressed out, but there's times when there's nothing we can do about it. So maybe check out that recording of Psycholaxation, and there's plenty of guided meditations out there that are really worth the serenity that you get out of them. There's a lot of garbage out there too, but I'm hoping I can help guide you through that. So anyway, we've got to run now, and I'll be back again next week with another edition of Reverend Elliot's Magical Window. Until then, remember, time flies. It's up to you to be the navigator. Bye-bye. I'll see you next week.
Every generation has a voice that cuts through the noise, a truth teller who reminds us what we've forgotten. Christina Elliott isn't just another psychic. She's the woman redefining awakening itself. Through her show, Instinct Reclaimed, Sanctuary Sessions, broadcasting live Thursdays at 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Mountain, 7:30 Central, and 8:30 U.S. Eastern Time on A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. She takes you beyond prediction into transformation. This is where illusion ends, where instinct rises, and where your soul remembers its unique power. Visit ChristinaElliott.org. Because you weren't born to survive the story, you were born to rewrite it.
to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for an offering of light with Robin Chaney. Robin Chaney. Live from RobinChaney.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is an offering of light on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back, and welcome to the first show on A1R Psychic Radio for 2026. Can you believe it? Holy cow. Where did 2025 go? Actually, where did 2020 go? I'm still back in like 2020. We've had 6 years that I've just skated right through. Yeah, welcome. I hope everybody, if you celebrate this season, I hope you had fun and lots of fulfilling moments that you'll cherish and carry into the new year. And let's just get this started. I feel like a lot of energy, so I'm sorry. I'm like tripping over my words because there's a lot of energy. So I'm really excited to get in and help all these people that need assistance. And I hope that I am able to provide what you need. For all those returning faces, welcome back. It's great to see you here. Well, I can't see you, but I'm glad that you're here. And for those who are new, welcome. My name is Robin, and I am a healer, and I am hoping to be able to help you tonight. If you have an intention of something that you want done tonight with the light, please just set that intention, and it will address it to the best of its ability. If you don't have intentions, it will just do what it knows to be the best, and which is lovely that you just trust it. All right. Sorry, I am. Does anybody else have a crazy day today? Today was a little bit crazy, so I'm just kind of settling in. I actually fell asleep on the couch, and I'm like kind of like waking up and trying to get my bearings again. So, but here we go. Oof. All right, everybody just get comfortable, whatever that means for you. However, if you are driving or operating any kind of machinery, do not do this. Watch a replay and then get comfortable, okay? All right. So on the count of 3, let's take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And release. Nice. And let's do that one more time on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And release. Okay, that feels better. Feel like a lot of anxiety. I feel some, like pressure in the head, like more like, it's not a migraine, but it's some pretty severe headache. Some in the back. All right, we have some around here. This is my left side, so I'm going around here. Sometimes I'm mirroring people. Sometimes I'm in their POV. So if I say this side, it might be your left or your right. It just depends, because there's so many people here. I'm not really locking in on anybody, but it's my left side that I'm feeling. The ear, we have some allergies going on. And Florida had a cold snap, so I have chapped lips, believe it or not. Chapped lips in Florida. Yes, you can really get them because it got cold. It was, I think, in the 40s, low 40s, maybe even the high 30s one night. So tomorrow we'll be back in the 70s. Yay! But we had a nice cold spell for 2 or 3 days just to give me a taste of winter, because I did grow up in Illinois. So I have my little taste of winter, and now it's time to move on. Time to get warm again. And then in a couple of weeks, it'll do another cold snap. So I'll have another taste of winter. Okay. Whew. All right. I'm just going to start running light. And for those who don't know, I call it light because to me, it looks like light. Well, when I started, it looks like light. Now I just feel around things, but I can't illuminate it. And it can show me, like it can illuminate things in the body so I can see closer or have a better view. So here we go. All right, we have a lot of anxiety. Oh my gosh, somebody is okay, this feels like a female. She feels like she doesn't understand that she has choices. I think she feels obligated to be somewhere and to do things for people, and she doesn't realize that she has free will, and her free will, she can use her free will to step out of this situation and just breathe, calm down. So whatever situation you are in, this feels female. Just know that you can make a choice and step out. Okay. There are resources around you. You will have to reach out for them, I believe. But yeah, there are resources around you that can help. Okay. So I hope this light will give you strength and will also illuminate where you can make choices for yourself and try to step out of that people pleasing where you feel like you're obligated to help. Okay. Because right now you're abandoning yourself and you should feel obligated to help yourself. All right. It does feel noble to stay where you are, like you would feel noble because you're staying where you are. But what's the cost of that? All right. Just weigh the cost, the cost of your sanity, not really sanity, but your safety and your peace of mind to it be obligation factor to somebody that, or it's not just one person, it's a situation, to a situation that wouldn't change if you were gone. Okay. Like they need to have their healing. Okay. Because you're not able to change a situation. It is what it is, which is unfortunate, but you're not able to bring healing to the situation because they just can't see it. They're not ready. They have no clue. They just can't see it. So just know that you have choices. Okay. And you can make them. You have people that will support, but you have to reach out to them. Okay. They're not just gonna jump and read your mind. Okay. You have to ask. So let's give you some strength and some awareness of your free will. I feel like this person cries a lot, like hunkers down, isolates themselves and just cries a lot and is like, oh, like I don't feel like I can do this. I can't make it through. When you're saying those things to yourself is telling you what to do, right? Yourself is saying, this is not healthy to be here. So consider other things that are more healthy. Okay. There's more we could go into, but we have a limited time. So I just want to make sure that person gets some healing. There is just a lot of people that are pulling energy tonight, which I'm so excited that they're here. I felt it as soon as I came on. I was like, whoa. I was even getting tongue-tied, remember? And with all that energy, I'll go zippity zip, like my words will go really fast. I just want to help everybody here. I feel a toothache in somebody. Tooth. And as you know, toothaches are the worst. Oh my gosh, they're the worst, right? It's over here. It's also back here, like in this nerve area, but there's also something like here. Okay. Feels like it's on the top. It's on my left side. And a little bit towards the front. There's a little bit towards the front, but the majority of it is like a deep, this is like a deep root pain. Oh, those nerve pains back there. Those are painful. I'm so sorry you're experiencing those. You see, there's fraying of the nerve. There's also inflammation. Oh, wow. Jeez. Okay. This pain is, as we all know, right? Tooth pain is horrible. It is horrendous. And I don't think I have enough time to really address that deep nerve pain. I think I'm going to be able to bring the pain level down like 2 or 3 points. But I don't know if I don't think I'm going to be able to address the full thing in it, tonight. So watch the replay, okay? And keep getting some healing. Now, when you do watch the replay, the light will still work. It's not as powerful, but it's still powerful, okay? I'm being told I need to do some big light, but I really want to finish up on some of this stuff, but they're saying no. Okay. So big light, everybody. So I'm going to stand up, and I wanted to move my camera first because I'm still in my pajama bottoms. Anybody else do that? I've been in my pajama bottoms all day. It's so lovely. Rarely do I get a chance to do that. So I hope everybody is taking advantage of that as well if they have that opportunity. So just jammy bottoms all day long. Oh, let me move. Sorry, Dave. Moving the camera. Okay. So I'll try to stay right here. I don't know why that's zoomed in on me so much. Okay, so for this light, I'm going to count to 3. We'll take a deep breath in. I'm going to call on the light, and then we're going to exhale, okay? And I'm going to go pretty quickly because we probably only have like 3 minutes left, okay? So here we go. And if somebody doesn't want this light, decide now, because you cannot stop it when it starts coming, okay? It comes in too fast and too hard, okay? So step out now. Put your intention to not receive it if you don't want it, okay? All right, so here we go. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And light. And release. Nice. And again, we're gonna go pretty zippy through here just because we don't have much time. So here we go again on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And light. And release. I have 2 minutes left, everybody. Ooh, I opened my eyes at the right time. Thanks, Dave. Okay. I do feel like the light is getting through people, so that is good. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And light. And release. Ooh. That feel good? I feel anxiety just releasing. Nice. I hope this is going to bring clarity for people, especially those who have my gosh, I'm so sorry, who are having mental distress. I hope it brings peace and clarity. All right, so here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And light. And release. Oh, nice. Okay, I have 60 seconds. We're gonna go 2 more times, all right? Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And light. And release. Yeah, we're going really fast. All right, last one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And light. And release. Knock me over. All right, we have 30 seconds left, everybody. I'm going to take a seat. So, welcome to your new year. Happy 2026 to everybody. I hope it is fulfilling and prosperous, and that you receive everything that you deserve. And don't forget, you have a God-given right to heal, mental clarity, right? So be open to all of those wonderful things that the new year can bring. And I just wish you so much joy. And I'm just going to run light until Dave cuts me off. So, Happy New Year, everybody.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for Nikki the Psychic. Nikki the Psychic. Live from Nikki-the-psychic.square.site. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Nikki the Psychic on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hey, everybody. I'm waiting for my caller to come in. I hope you all had a beautiful weekend. It was great up here in Mount Pleasant. While I'm waiting for my caller, I'm going to give a shout out to my sponsors, which are Rock Bottom Jewelry and Engraving, and they are located in the lower level of Westmoreland Mall in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. And then my host for my beautiful room and my beautiful backdrop, that is Autumn, who owns Just Breathe Holistic Services, Wellness and Holistic Services up here in Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. Stop on in for one of her awesome treatments. Trust me, they are so beneficial, especially if you're looking more into the holistic side of healing. I would definitely recommend the Red Bed and the Foot Detox, especially if you suffer with different autoimmune conditions or things like that. This place is super beneficial. And I'm going to take my caller now, and I hope you enjoy the show. Judy?
Hi, Nikki. How are you?
I'm good, girl. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for taking my call.
Oh, thank you for calling. All right, girlfriend, what can I help you with today?
You know what? I'd love to know what Spirit has to say for me, but that's what I would like.
All right, so I pulled 3 cards so far, and right now what I'm looking at, this is going to be more of a relationship reading.
Okay.
Is that something that you could possibly be seeking insight on at the moment? Because it's telling me that you're a magnet, like your energy is fantastic. Are you currently married?
I am, but debating on what to do with that.
All right. So
if that makes sense.
Well, we're always a little bit more in tune than the other half, but I can definitely say that we have the 10 of Wands here. So I feel like his energy is very wishy-washy with you.
Yes.
And it's like hot and cold, up and down, and it's really throwing you for a emotional roller coaster, even though you do your best on a daily basis to be that happy, fun, loving person to be around.
Definitely. You got it.
So what we're looking at, have you been thinking about a separation?
Yes.
All right. So sometimes I hate saying stuff like this, but sometimes it's definitely needed in the situation, and it may not even be permanent, because I don't think this is permanent. I think there's just a fire that needs lit under his butt to see how grateful he needs to be for the life that he has with you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of work that needs to be. There is a lot of work that needs to be done, mostly on his end, because you are such a nurturing individual. I feel like you're just burnt out with this situation at this point in time.
Correct. So do you see change, or do you think it's not going to change?
The biggest thing that is going to bite him in the butt is he needs to be receptive to changing, and a potential, like a separation is what's going to, like, that's going to be your reality check. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep seeing spirit. Like, because we got the hangman on the bottom of the deck, and that's all about pausing and changing your perspective.
Okay.
So we're going to give that opportunity for change to come, but we're also going to be strong, like in our boundaries and set in your ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you want to be treated. You know the type of relationship that you want to be in. And if he's ready for that level with you, he can get his stuff together and meet you there. Because he has all the potential. Like, I'm not seeing any bad cards for him other than his energy is just wishy-washy and a little bit immature, like emotionally.
Oh, amen. You're right on target, girl.
It's, girlfriend, it is just a cycle of burnout. And like, sometimes you need to put down that solid boundary of, listen, I'm going to separate myself from you. I have love for you, but I don't need to put up with this anymore. I know how I want to be treated. If you want to go to therapy and you want to work on yourself with me, I am there for you. Like, and that's just what he needs to do, a lot of soul searching on how he is as a person.
Okay.
Because I can just see you like you're working on it. Like, you put in the work and he's just kind of like trying to reap these benefits emotionally, and it's exhausting you.
Yes. Yes. You got it.
But like, sometimes we really got to put that work in, and we got to put down that boundary. Listen, like I said, like, remove yourself from the situation, light that fire under his butt, and wish him healing. And wish him, like, send him clarity. Hope that he sees essentially the mistake that he made from not being emotionally receptive to what you've been trying to tell him. Because I feel like this has been ongoing. This is just like a roller coaster of events, and you're just tired.
Yes. Yes.
Because when we put that work into ourselves, when you put that work into yourself, like Judy does what Judy wants to do, it's not hurting anybody, it's making her happy. Like, we open up a lot of opportunities for good karma to come in our life. And a lot of people only think and hear of the bad karma, but they never think of the good things that will come your way for, like, yeah, see, we got the world card. We got that, like, the world's in your finger, like in the palm of your hands, for choosing you. Recognizing what you deserve. And then on the split, we got the Justice card again, and we got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is all karmic. This is something that needs to happen in order for things to get better. It's like a phoenix moment.
Okay.
That's 100% a phoenix moment. Like, and I see that he is totally capable of putting this work in with you. He just needs to snap out of it and get that reality check that, hey, like, she's not messing around this time.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you got it. You're right on target.
This consumes you. Because we have the Nine of Swords, and it's like that thing that keeps you up late at night that you personally can't fix it. He has to fix himself in order to meet you, like, to balance that harmony out.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's so many possibilities. Like, he literally needs to pull his head out of his butt.
Yeah, I'm going to play this for him. Yeah. You're good.
Yeah.
Well, do you see anything else for me?
If you have any other questions, anything you want me to dive in on?
No, not really. You hit the target. You're right on target. Yeah. Yeah.
But you're doing the right thing, putting yourself first. You gotta.
Thank you. And I have been working on that.
Yeah, and it showed in the cards, because we had the Nine of Pentacles, and that's the magnet card. Like, you're doing it. Like, that's that law of attraction. You put out what you want back. You know what I'm saying? And that's you. And right
Right.
now there's a lot of shifts going on around you at the moment. Like I said, like this is a whole transformation time for you because now you're questioning things you may have just ignored before. But this healing and this shadow work that you're doing, like behind the scenes for yourself that you might not be vocalizing to people that you're keeping all internal, is going to be your reason to celebrate here within the next year. Because he does look up to you and he, oh, yes.
Do you see that I'll have peace in this marriage, or is it just going to constantly be this roller coaster?
You'll have peace and security. It's just going to be all in him. So it's kind of like a gray area right now because Spirit's not saying, like I keep hearing, give it a chance. So that way,
Okay.
you know, you did, if you choose to walk away and he chooses not to be better, like you know, you gave it that last final boundary. But however, like, I don't think it's going to go that way. Like, cause we got the World card again.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, girlfriend. And if you want to talk more or anything, like jump on my Facebook. It's just Nikki the Psychic. I do a lot of collective readings, and then you can also get on my website as well. I think it's right down below here on the screen.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I'll search it because you were right on target. You knew exactly. You're good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, girlfriend.
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
that.
Well,
All right,
thanks
well,
for
you
taking
have-
my call.
You're welcome, Judy. Have a beautiful rest of your day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. I love when I can give people that clarity because sometimes, like, you got to do that shadow work. You got to put yourself first, and you have to give change a chance. You just got to jump in there and do it. And some days is harder than others, but as long as you keep that integrity, like, you're going to have a happy family in the long run. And isn't that what everybody wants?
Every generation has a voice that cuts through the noise, a truth teller who reminds us what we've forgotten. Christina Elliott isn't just another psychic. She's the woman redefining awakening itself. Through her show, Instinct Reclaimed, Sanctuary Sessions, broadcasting live Thursdays at 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Mountain, 7:30 Central, and 8:30 U.S. Eastern Time on A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. She takes you beyond prediction into transformation. This is where illusion ends, where instinct rises, and where your soul remembers its unique power. Visit ChristinaElliott.org. Because you weren't born to survive the story, you were born to rewrite it.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for Instinct Reclaim Sanctuary Sessions with Christina Elliott. Live from ChristinaElliott.org. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Instinct Reclaim on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Instinct Reclaim Sanctuary Sessions. I'm so happy to be back again, and happy Thursday, everyone. We're almost to the weekend. Before we take a caller, I wanted to address a little bit of something that we need to talk about. It's called self-love, and so many of us don't have that. We've been here in America for sure. We've been raised in environments and just where they're like, don't love yourself, crap on yourself. They want you to constantly be putting other people first, which is a beautiful thought. But we want to come back to self and learn to love ourselves, because once we start loving ourselves and prioritizing ourselves and our own needs, miracles really start to take place. And that's why it's just really important for us to learn more about self-love. So I wanted to share with all of you a little sponsor of mine. It's refinedivinepsychic.com. She offers some wonderful self-empowerment classes. They help me stay on track. They help me get out of my dark night of the soul and open up to such wonderful and amazing things. So again, check out the website and look at those self-empowerment classes at refinedivinepsychic.com. Now we are ready for a caller. It looks like we have Ashley in Providence, Rhode Island. Are you there, Ashley?
Hi, I am here.
Hi, Ashley. How are you this evening?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. What can I help you with today?
So, things are tough, but everything's still working out great, and I just wanted to see if maybe it's just a general reading, or if anybody who have passed comes forward
sure.
and wants to say anything.
Okay. Is there anyone in particular that you want to connect with on the other side?
Yeah, I would love if my dad would come through.
Awesome. Can I
It's
get
his
his
birthday
first
actually
name?
tomorrow.
Oh, I expect him to pop right in then. What's his name?
I hope so. Michael.
All right, one moment. Let's connect to Michael. He has a birthday cake. He has that too. He's got a birthday hat on, and he's showing me one cake, sorry. Now he's showing multiples because he's messing with me. I don't know, was he a funny guy when he was alive here on
Yeah,
Earth?
he was.
Yeah, he seems like
Yeah.
he's got a great sense of humor. He says he wants to blow out the candles with you. Do you have a birthday coming up yourself in the near future?
No, I don't, but he's been gone for, it will be 5 years next year. So he's missed a lot. He hasn't, my youngest son was born the year that he passed. So maybe that's it.
It could be.
You know,
Is
get to
there
experience
someone that you know of that has a birthday coming up? Like, I feel like it's before the end of this year.
My youngest does in December.
Okay. Yep. That explains who he's saying happy birthday to then. And he's also wanting you to know, do you have a party planned for your son? Or it doesn't have to be anything elaborate, even if it's, he's saying if you're doing candles, but he's telling me you always do candles. So when you're doing the candles and he's blowing out the candles, know that his grandfather is there kind of blowing out the candles with them. That's why he's really showing the birthday cakes. It's not so much for you, or excuse me, it's not so much for him in that he's celebrating himself. He's celebrating his grandson, which is a beautiful thing. Do you have any particular questions you want to ask him, or else I'll just keep going?
Yeah, just keep going. Just wanted to see if he has any insight. How does he feel about what's been happening and stuff?
Ah, okay. Ooh, he does this. He says, it's frustrating for you, which he recognizes it's frustrating for you. He's not sharing what the details of that are. If you want that shared, you can just let him know you want that to come forward. Otherwise, he will keep it private. That's totally fine. He just really wants you to know the best thing to do for not allowing yourself or the other people involved that are close to you ruminate or overthink on the problem. That is like the worst thing we can do for ourselves when we're stressed or upset about something, is to continue constantly thinking about it, putting conclusions and expectations onto these situations. The best thing to do is just kind of receive them, through meditation, through deep breath exercises. Just receive the energy of what it is and let it, as you exhale, let it flow out of you, because that will help ground you a little bit more and face the situation with more clarity. This isn't something you need to do just once. You'll want to, whenever you catch yourself being flustered is when you should do this. And it can be pertaining to the situation at hand that you mentioned, or it can be for any situation. Even if you get frustrated, driving and you hit a red light or something. That's always me. I get frustrated driving.
Yeah.
But he wants you to know that there will be an end. I feel like shortly after the new year, you'll have things will have settled down, and you will either have clarity on how to approach the situation in a way that makes you feel comfortable, or else it will just kind of dissipate on its own, which the more calm we can bring to ourselves before an outcome, it allows for an outcome that is more suited to someone who's of calm nature versus someone who's always thinking in their head and trying to, how when you think about outcomes and how things are going to work out, a lot of times as humans, we go straight for the negative things. What's the worst case scenario?
Yeah.
And then we just play it out in our head over and over and over again. That's what I want you to stop. I feel like there's more people involved in this situation. More people that are, I should say more people that are kind of on your side or have your best interests at heart. He wants you to know, your father wants you to know that he feels that that's coming to an end again shortly after the first of the year. But it's your responsibility and the people around you, not just you, but the people you engage with about the situation. Ensure that you just keep it light, laugh about it if you can.
That would have been my dad all day. Absolutely, because he would always say my mom was so dramatic, and she needs to go with the flow and this and that.
Yes.
And he always used to say, easy does it, take your time, just go with the flow, brush it off. And my mom was always like, get it done now, or this is how it needs to be done, or feel this way at a certain point. And I have my dad's personality, and so many people have said that to me, that you are your dad's daughter.
I love that.
Yeah.
No, I pulled a card, and this is spirit. So let's thank spirit for this. I pulled an oracle card before the show tonight, just to see how the show is going to pan out. And here's the card I got. Of course, I've put my glasses on to read it. It is Father Healing. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably a little bit out of focus, but it says, your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. This was for you. Your dad is saying, give those issues to him. Whatever these struggles are that you're having, give them to the heavens. Just don't allow the pressures to consume you and those who are close to you. And just whenever you catch yourself in a funk about it, just say, all right, Dad, take it away, take it off of me.
Yeah.
And then do some of those deep breaths and things like that. And you can feel free to reach out to me after the show. You can reach me via my website. You can send me an email. My email address is on there. It's ChristinaElliott.org. I'm happy to send you some meditations that you can work on and so forth. If we do them on air tonight, I'm concerned that we'll run out of time. But is there anything else you want to know from your father? We have a couple minutes left.
Before he goes, anything about his passing, if he remembers if he remembers anything about, or because he used to say to me what happened to him, he didn't want that to happen to him, and I just wanted to see if he was okay the way he passed and how everything happened.
Did you put him in a nursing home or an assisted living facility?
He went into hospice, and that was he never wanted that. Yeah. But before 2 days, so before he passed, 2 days before he passed, my mom sold the house that we all grew up in. My father even grew up in. His father grew up in.
Okay.
So I feel like he grew up and passed away in that house. That's how I feel. He left 2 days after he left, he was in the hospital, and then he passed a week later.
He
didn't want to leave that house. He was brokenhearted.
Yeah. He's certainly not brokenhearted over it anymore. We have, he's showing me that he kind of had it planned, and we all plan, or we all choose when we decide to pass. And he's showing me that he had the moments in the home, and once it was gone, he was just ready to leave. He felt like it was closure. It's not a negative thing. He did not feel bad about it. He just felt that now's my time. Now's my time. It's closure for that piece of the family life, so to speak. We have about 30 seconds left. So I'm sorry, Ashley, I got to cut it short, but you can email me at ChristinaElliott.org. My website, my email address is on there. And I just want to thank you, Ashley, for tuning in. It was so wonderful to get to talk to you and your dad. I'm glad he popped through for us. So thank you, Michael, for showing up for us. I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and let's just enjoy cozy season being upon us. Have a good night.
Every generation has a voice that cuts through the noise, a truth teller who reminds us what we've forgotten. Christina Elliott isn't just another psychic. She's the woman redefining awakening itself. Through her show, Instinct Reclaimed, Sanctuary Sessions, broadcasting live Thursdays at 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Mountain, 7:30 Central, and 8:30 U.S. Eastern Time on A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. She takes you beyond prediction into transformation. This is where illusion ends, where instinct rises, and where your soul remembers its unique power. Visit ChristinaElliott.org. Because you weren't born to survive the story, you were born to rewrite it.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for New York City Celebrity Psychic with Perry Lyons. Perry Lyons. Live from PerryLyons.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is New York City Celebrity Psychic on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Happy New Year. Hi, guys. Hello, my cherished ducklings. Happy New Year, or Happy New Year's Eve. I'm live from Brooklyn, New York, and this is my actual house. So stop in. If you're passing by, come in. Oh, wait, no, that's probably, I'm sorry, I forgot it wasn't the 19th century. Happy New Year, and we're going to be doing a little manifestation meditation a little later on, but we're going to start with the tarot psychic weather. Sorry, I've suddenly forgotten how to talk. I'm not sure why. This is a strange year for everybody. My feeling is that things are going to get a lot better very fast. And by March, there's astrological reasons too, but it's also just what I'm picking up. A lot of stuff that felt very stuck, a lot of stuff that's not working, a lot of ways in which it felt perhaps you were being squished by a large invisible hand, are going to stop feeling that way. And you're going to start opening up, feeling freer and feeling more empowered and less anxious. Very anxious here. Don't think about it. It'll make you anxious. Amna, what a beautiful name. Oh, Stanford. Right near my friends Nancy and Jennifer and Victoria. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but feel free to stop by and say hi to them too. I'll be with you in 3 minutes, my angel. We're just going to do the psychic tarot weather. Now, I would like to point out that I'm the person who 7 years ago started the whole, if you're seeing this, even by accident, it's for you. Sadly, I did not patent it, so I'm not getting royalties. Otherwise, this podcast would be, this video would be coming to you from a solid gold castle in the south of France. So here is the psychic tarot weather, which is the kind of vibe that we're all going to be feeling this week. First card is for the first part of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Second card is for, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I know you're catching on. The third card is for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then it all starts again. So we are going to be drawing one extra card to kind of just say, what is 2026 going to look like in general? Now, I never pull these beforehand. Don't go anywhere, dear. I'll be with you in 2 seconds. 2 shakes of the lamb's tail. Okay. Thank you. I happen to have a lamb here. We can measure. Okay. So the first card I'm getting for the beginning of this week. Oh, this is a very naked lady card. I'm not even sure I can hold this up without getting well, just look fast and I'll take it down. This is the Star card, the Major Arcana card. And it means that for today, for the next couple of days, you're going to be both stepping into and perceived as your kind of highest, most charismatic self. And it might be because you're actually keeping your New Year's resolutions, at least for the first 3 days, which is pretty much all anybody does. But it also means that you have been, even if you don't know you've been doing this, you have been really working on yourself. And you're suddenly at parties and you're out and about and people are noticing. Or it might be that you don't have pants on, but I'm going to go with the first one. Okay, the second card, this is really nice. This is the Knight of, it's the Knight of Swords, she says. This being my job, but a Knight of Swords is somebody who's rushing in with a new idea. So it can either be an air sign man, which is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, and or somebody around you, like working with you in a whole new sort of way of being. You could be starting therapy. You could be starting a business based on an idea. This person is helping you take into real life, actualize. So that's a good thing. And then the last card is, what is the last card? Oh, fabulous. Speaking of swords, this is the Ace of Swords. Whenever we get the ace, aces in tarot, as in poker, are very good. They always symbolize a step up in your advancement as a human. And the beginning of a new cycle. This is the beginning of a new cycle of, again, ideas. So it can also mean a legal victory. So if you're waiting to hear about something legal, very good card to get. And if you're starting a new business or you're having an idea for how to kind of tweak the year up ahead, all good. I'll be one more second, darling, in Stanford. Okay. And then, oh, wow. Okay. The card I drew for 2026, it's the Seven of Cups. It's somebody staring at a lot of different possibilities. There are a bunch of cups. I know 5 minutes left. A bunch of golden cups, and they have different possibilities. So one has a little dragon and a snake in it. Don't use that one. One has a lot of gold and jewels. That might be a good choice. One has like a radiant sort of Virgin Mary type thing. One has a laurel wreath, which represents honor. So it means that, especially for anybody watching, you have a lot of actual possibilities that will work. And I'd like to help you empower yourself to pick the one that works for you. Okay. Darling, Stanford, talk to me. When's your birthday? I'd like to connect people through their birthdays.
Okay, sure. My birthday, thank you for having me. It was just 2 weeks ago. It was 12/16/73.
Oh, good. Oh, you're just a baby. I have shoes older than you. Oh, we love Sagittarius this here. Okay. I'm going to talk really fast because we've got 4 minutes, and I apologize, but
okay.
Okay. There's a question at the top of your mind that you sort of want to ask, but you sort of don't want to know the answer to in case it's not.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
I'll get right to it. So I've been manifesting. Sorry. A lot of people are just drawn to me, and so I feel like I'm ready for the relationship because it's actually manifesting where people are attracted to me. So I'm wondering when that's going to happen.
Soon. I'm going to say, also, you're just adorable. I have to tell you, I do remote viewing so I can see what you look like, and you're very cute. But your vibe is just so adorable. If I did girls, I'd date you. I know, but that's okay. What I get, there are two things. I'm going to suggest one thing, which is that get a piece of paper, write down, I know, paper. Yeah. Remember that? Write down everything you want in a man. Honorable, handsomes, or unless you like women or llamas. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have made that assumption. But whatever you like, write down the qualities. I've done this a couple of times in my life, and both times it has worked like a charm. Well, it is a charm, so I guess it would work that way. But take the piece of paper and just let me share from my past experience. Remember to put the words faithful and honest on there, and monogamous. And then I put it under my mattress and forgot about it. And about 3 weeks later, that guy showed up and he's in the next room. So I feel what I got was around like the day after Valentine's Day is when I get you meeting somebody. What I'm going to say is he might not be your usual type. Okay. So be open-minded because you're changing a lot, girl. You have changed so much.
Yes.
Yeah, just in the past 6 to 8 months, there are a couple of very specific decisions. Yeah, you made. You've got such a nice year coming up. And it feels like you're taking yourself more seriously business-wise, too. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes. It's funny because even like since my birthday, 2 weeks, I've changed so much. Like, universe is just popping up. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you have the gift of, it's not the gift of desperation, but it's the gift of really being motivated to have what you want.
Yes.
Something happened in your vicinity in the last 6 months to let you know that mortality is a real thing, and that you suddenly are motivated to get what you want and what you deserve. And my feeling is you're going to get it. You also have 3 different talents. So there are a bunch of different roads you can go down, but something that takes the top two of those talents. Oh, we got 60 seconds. Okay, so one of them has to do, one is creative and one is having to do with, oh God, you're a good salesperson and you can use that sales thing to sell sort of yourself, which sounds wrong, I don't mean it that way, but sell yourself as a brand or a commodity or an employee. But what I really want you to hear right now is the more sort of selfish you are right now, because your idea of selfish is other people's ideas of completely unselfish. You're so unselfish. So it's time to really radically think about what you want. Don't please other people, please yourself. That's when the guy will show up. You're going to do this anyway, but I really want to see how your next 6 months go. Will you keep in touch? My name is Perry, P-E-R-I, Lyons, L-Y-O-N-S. I'm on Facebook, but the guy's going to show up on February 15th. Your whole job situation is changing for the better in March. And then in June, all of this is going to come together. You have a really nice summer.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for New York City Celebrity Psych. You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome. Time for Mediumship Uncovered with Medium Donna Young. Live from MediumDonnaYoung.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio. Or one of our websites, AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv. This is Mediumship Uncovered on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name's Donna Young, and I'm a medium from Australia. So, welcome. I'm so excited to be here today, and hopefully, I'll have a caller where I can do a reading for you. So, you can. What I do is I've been working with spirit since I was 4 years old. I'll tell you all a little bit about myself. So I've been seeing spirit since I was 4 years old. And my first interaction with spirit was where I seen my guide. So she come through, she gave me all the information I needed to know when I was at the hospital waiting for my grandmother who was about to pass. So and she would come through like an angel, and she just felt just absolutely beautiful. And she's been with me my whole life. So we all have our own guides that follow us from one lifetime to the next, but they stay with us, they grow old with us, and then they move on with us. So we actually have someone who I'm going to do a reading for, and let's have a look. So someone from Brooklyn, from New York, USA. So yeah, so I'll tell a little bit more about my story after, and let's add Vladimir in. I hope I correctly. Vladimir. Okay. Awesome. Hi, Vladimir. How are you?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
I'm great. Lovely to speak to you. So how I work is I communicate directly with spirits. So they'll come through and they'll give all the information I need to know. So just give me a little bit of feedback as I go along. And because we've only got a few minutes, you can ask any question that you'd really like me to focus on. And you can also ask for me to bring through someone in particular as well. So I'm getting a father around you in spirit. And are you living away from where your father come from at the moment?
Yes.
Are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm living away from where he is currently. You're right.
Yeah. And is your father on the other side?
Yes, he is.
Because I'm getting because he's coming through and he's talking about he's talking about you not getting to connect with him before he passed, if that makes sense.
That is correct.
And are you moving at the moment? Because he's talking about a lot of changes happening in your life at the moment. And has there been health issues with you?
Yeah, there's been some issues, especially with wanting to change my career or my job currently. So yes.
Yeah, and he's talking about where this is going to be massive. It's almost like he's talking about where it's making you sick in the belly to do with this worry about career at the moment. And do you work in with technology?
Yes, yes, right.
Yeah, like an IT
Yeah.
kind of work? Yeah, because I'm seeing you having an opportunity come up, and this is going to be linked with a government organisation. So are you working at the moment? Because I feel like you're in a position at the moment, but you're not quite happy where you are. But I'm seeing an opportunity coming up, and it may actually be through the organisation that you're already with. But it's going to be linked with a government agency, and this is going to give you a lot more security than what you've had in the past. Does any of that make sense?
Yes, that's correct. Where I am currently, I'm not, too happy, and yeah, I'm definitely looking for something else, whether laterally or into another company.
Yeah, and have you had people leave where you are at the moment because of politics and because of situations?
Yes, yes. A lot of them are
Because
disappearing.
because I'm actually seeing this connection with the government agency actually coming from a girl that you've worked with in the past, a girl that you may have worked with in this organisation, and it's going to come. It may be a job that you apply for, and that's where, and she gives you a heads up, like tells people about you and kind of gets you the job. But I do see there being a really big shift in your career, and it's going to be where there's going to be a lot of travel as well with this new job also, and where it's really going to be the best position that you've ever actually been in, and where you're going to actually have a lot more control over things as well, and where you'll be heard, where your ideas and your inspiration will actually be brought in to the meeting and all the meetings, and where you actually feel like you've been heard for the first time. And they're just talking about just trust in yourself and go along with that confidence, because you've really got everything that it takes for this position. So just trust in the process and go for it. But you need to apply for this position, so keep applying for jobs, but there is going to be a link or a connection with someone that you've worked for in the past or with in the past, and where there's going to be a lot of opportunities that's going to come for this, and you're going to end up in a higher role where you'll travel as well. This job will be linked in New York, but also it will actually be linked to other countries like the UK and even Switzerland, I'm seeing. So there's going to be other opportunities for you to be able to work in different areas. So I'm also seeing another office in California. So, okay. Thank you. I hope that answers your questions.
Thank you. Yes, it does. You clarified everything. Thank you again.
Happy New Year, everyone. It's we've had our New Year's, but I've just remembered that this is your New Year's. You're almost there. And next year's going to really take off into a wonderful new year. So, and the energy's already starting to move, and where you might have noticed that there's been a lot of passings, there's been a lot of changes of relationships, even endings of jobs that you may have been in for quite some time, but now is the time to chat for change. And next year's going to really move fast, and it's really going to be exciting for a lot of us. So the energy's already started. The Chinese calendar doesn't change, I think, until the 19th, but the energy's already there. It's already pushing us into the fire horse for next year. So, okay, so a lot of my readings lately have been about the grey area. So the grey area is a place where it's that in between. So a lot of people who've been really quite unwell, who've been in a coma, had a stroke, or even have dementia, they spend a lot of time in the grey area. So a lot of people who have had dementia and all different issues, they actually spend that time in between, and that's where they see their loved ones. The other side actually really looks after their loved ones. And during COVID, I did a lot of readings with people coming through from the grey area. So I can actually do readings from people who haven't actually passed, but they're spending that time because of either illness or dementia. And that there's been a lot of readings that have been coming through just lately where it's been from the grey area. And just know that if you've got family, if you've got someone who's really struggling or who has dementia, and they may mention they're spending time with their family on the other side. Well, in most cases, they actually are, because that's where the grey area is. It's that in-between place. When I was 16, I had last stages of cancer, and I spent a lot of time in that in-between places. I could walk into other rooms and I could actually speak to, I could see myself laying on the bed. I would walk into other rooms where family members were having conversations, where I was nowhere. I was actually in a semi-induced coma, and they were having those conversations in other rooms. And when I came back and when I became well again, what happened was I actually could tell the story, tell in detail what had been said in those other rooms. So I just wanted to mention that about the grey area. Every week I will mention something about an experience that I've had in my readings, and something that I can maybe teach you a little bit to do with what I do as my work. So I just want to wish you all a happy new year. This year is going to be absolutely amazing and the best year ever for many of you. And if you're still struggling with the change that's happening in your life, just remember you can always speak to Spirit. You can always trust that they will help you and they will guide you on the other side. So have a great night, everyone, and Happy New Year.
Listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for Beyond the Veil with your medium, Shelley Shanwall. Live from yourmedium.ca. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Beyond the Veil on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Beyond the Veil. It's our last show for 2025. I don't know how you're feeling about this, but I am looking forward to 2026 and getting on to some newer and brighter things. I feel for a lot of people this year has been some transition and getting rid of some stuff that was kind of holding us down and some baggage. And we're all looking forward to coming into the new year and just seeing what we can accomplish, seeing what we can do. Now, one of my focuses for next year is to take better care of myself. This year, I kind of let myself languish. And, I'm starting to feel that now. It's like, that there's something that needs to be done for me, and I need to take care of me. So that means, more exercise and more time with friends and family and doing the things that I love, which, conveniently enough, is mediumship. So I'm looking forward to a new year with doing more readings, being on the show, of course, and doing some fairs as well. So it's going to be an exciting year, and I can't wait for it to get started. We've only got a few more hours left here in Vancouver. So wherever you are, I hope that if the new year has already been rung in, that it's wonderful and everything that you wanted for a New Year's Eve. I'm not the type of person to be up late, so I'll kiss my tiny dog's forehead and call it a night, and that will be my New Year's Eve kiss. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there probably doing the same thing and just relaxing and kicking back by yourself or with family, friends, or just even your fur babies. So I do hope that you're spending your evening, your New Year's Eve, in the way that you really want to. And I feel that that's the best way to ring in the new year, is for you to do you, not to give in to the social pressures of what we should be doing and what we should not be doing, and just doing what you want to do. So we are going to take a caller, and we're just waiting to see who this caller is for this lovely New Year's Eve. So we've got Kiki here in Boone, North Carolina. Kiki, are you there?
Hi, Shelley. Yes,
hi,
Shelley. Thanks for taking my call.
Oh, well, thanks for joining me on this New Year's Eve. You're a little ahead of it than I am, so you're almost there.
Where are you?
I'm in North Vancouver, British Columbia, so I'm on the West Coast.
Oh, my goodness. Yep. We're almost there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. All right. So thank you for calling in. I'm just trying to get a little bit of a beat on your energy and whatnot. So I feel like there is a bit of a heavy heart coming into this New Year, is there not?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it just, and it's funny because the energy when I was sitting and being ready, getting ready for the show, is I felt that my caller would be really just ready to dump what's left of 2025 on the side of the road and take off running.
Yep, 100%, Shelley.
Yeah, it has been a very hard year for you. And I feel that it's been a multitude of struggles as well. It feels like it's just what could go wrong went wrong.
In general, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, a tough one for sure.
Yeah, I had an ill-fated romance that really took me by surprise. And I don't know if it's really finished. It's geographically finished, but oh my goodness, it really took me by surprise, Shelley.
Yes. Yeah, it feels like I can feel the broken heart, but there's also this had a big fallout around everything else too. I mean, this was like a little nuclear bomb in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hearing that this geographical distance is good for you. It feels it turned very toxic very fast for you.
It sure did.
And wow, it was real Jekyll and Hyde though. What I'm hearing is it really was, this is not the person.
It's exactly what it was. That's what I said, Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah. And what Spirit is telling me as well, Kiki, is that it was not just you that was, this is odd. It was people around you as well. I was very shocked about this. So it wasn't just you, because you spent a lot of time sitting and thinking, like, what did I miss in all this? What happened?
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm hearing is they were just really good at it. Don't beat yourself up over this, because this was a practice.
Not even what I missed. How did I not see that he was such a strange person?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. And people
This is
are,
somebody I've known since I was a child.
yeah. And it's what they're saying to me is too that allowed you to let your guard down a little easier too, because this is somebody I know. How could this possibly be? And I think that's how a lot of them kind of get their claws in, is because they know that we're not going to suspect them because we've known them for so long.
Shelley, that's the absolute truth. Yep.
Yeah, and this person is it's long gone. And what I'm hearing from them is that yes, you really have to let go of this. It's like I hear no contact. No contact.
Okay. I mean, I don't have any contact with this person.
Yeah, it feels like they only will come around if they want something. And they yeah, they can spin a good web of lies. But what I'm sensing with this too is like there is fallout financially and everything with this. Like this was just, brutal.
Yeah, brutal.
Yeah, they are long gone. And I feel that, what they're saying to me is that just make sure you keep that no contact. Because it's important for your mental health with this, is to really put it in the rearview mirror.
Okay.
Now, yes, this what they're saying to me, it was definitely a surprise for everyone around you, but it almost feels like he still has some avenues to kind of come around, to get to you, and to be wary of that and make sure the doors are closed. The figurative doors are closed on this, because there's brighter and better things to come for you, Kiki. I mean, this is what I'm hearing is a bump in the road. Like this was devastating, of course, but it's not. It's not going to be indicative of the relationships that you have. Okay, it will make you wary. But what they're saying is that's also good, because you can take and look at this and break it down to what it was and, understand what you really want in someone. Now, I'm hearing the term love bombing. Was he a love bomber? You know what that means?
Yep.
They come in heavy and strong. Yep. He swept me off my feet. Yeah. And that's the sign. And they're saying, look for the love bombing. If that's coming again with someone, to be very, very careful, because that's not normal. That's not right. They want you to take care of your heart. But they're also saying that you're wondering, is this going to be like the rest of my life, that I'm not going to find someone because this is what happens?
Yep.
And they're saying, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You are going to find someone, and it's going to be with someone who's going to be a little bit more cautious with your heart, and knowing that it's going to take a little bit more time, because this was a very devastating event for you. They're saying that there's something financial with this. Like, there's something about money. Does that make sense to you? Like, it just feels like there was a financial.
It makes sense.
Okay, because they're talking about your recoup. Yeah. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I mean, they're talking about you trying to recoup or get through this, and they're saying that it's going to take a little bit of time financially to get yourself back to where you were, but it will come too. I'm hearing just make smart investment. Like, it feels like there's some sort of help that will come, like to make sure that you have somebody to safeguard that money and help you through that piece as well.
Well, that's good news. Okay, that's all good positive stuff.
Yes, it does not feel like there's, I mean, this hurts, and there's always, this is the negative, because it feels, your heart has been broken and now you're very wary. But what's going to come of this is a renewed awareness of what you really need and want in your life. And also, you're going to protect the things around you, because this could have affected your home, like to having a place to live. It could have gotten really, really bad, right? So your
Yeah.
positive, right, Kiki, that comes out of all of this is that you are going to put in place those safeguards, those things that you need to safeguard your money financially, to safeguard your home, and of course, to be wary of the type of behavior that was being put forth with this person. Now, Spirit is asking you to put out to Spirit what it is you want in your life partner. And, to have that little list, that nice little, this is a person that I'm looking for, and putting it out there. It's not, 6 feet tall, blonde hair, blue eyes. It's personality. Are they financially stable? Do they have a great job? Are they, do they take good care of themselves? Are they, charitable people? All those things you may want to have in a person. Do they support you in your endeavors as well, right? So to look at that piece of the puzzle as well, and put that out there. Spirit, this is what I want to the highest and best, and allow them to help you, make that journey to find that person. We never know when they're going to come. And I always say that if we're looking for one specific thing, we're never going to find it. Your Mr. Right could walk right past you and you're looking for the blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy, but your Mr. Right has dark hair and these smoldering green eyes, right? So to be open to those things. But Kiki, 2026 is going to get a lot better for you. And just take care of your heart for a few months. So take care of yourself. Recuperate. All right. May I leave them with you?
Yes, I really appreciate your counsel.
Oh, wonderful, Kiki. I wish you all the best. Happy New Year, and it's going to be a great year. Go for it. Go have some fun now. All right. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye. All right, everyone. That was our New Year's Eve reading. And, take care of yourselves and your hearts. It's important to do what's right for us. And because nobody else is going to take care of us like we can, and our friends in spirit. So always ask for them to come in and give you a hand with all of these things. So take care and Happy New Year, everyone.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome. Time for Tales from the Other Side with Chris Clardy. Live from Terrell and LenormandByChris.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Tales from the Other Side on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Good evening, everybody, and Happy New Year. It's so far so good, and here in Northeast Ohio, we have lots of the white stuff floating around. It's coming down as we speak, and we have quite a bit on the ground. It's chilly. 15 degrees outside. So I thought it would be a good idea with this cold weather to remind everybody to make sure that your pets are safe and indoors. It's a good idea that you keep an eye on them when the weather starts dipping below 45 degrees, believe it or not, depending on the breed of your dog. The littler Chihuahua, Dachshund, short-haired breeds that don't have a double coat, when it starts getting below 45 degrees, they have a little bit of a hard time with the colder temps. And when it starts getting into the neighborhood of the teens like it is here, you cannot let them outside unsupervised for very long at all. When mine go out, they're out for 5 minutes or so. They just go outside long enough to do their potty breaks and come right back in. So those of you who are taking your pets out for a walk, for example, you may want to make sure that they have coats. They have if they'll tolerate them, those little dog shoes that will protect their feet, and not only from the cold temperature, but if you're walking them in an area where the neighbors are using some sort of salt, and you don't know exactly what is in that, the salt that they're using, that can actually burn, give them a chemical burn. So you want to protect their feet and use some of those little dog booties to help protect their feet. So it looks like we have a caller, and we've got Heather in Winnipeg. What can I help you with? Hi.
Hi there. I was just wanting to see if I could get a reading from my dog.
Sure. What's your dog's name, and can you give me the breed?
A Cocker Spaniel, and her name was Mandy.
Okay, is Mandy no longer with us?
No, she passed away on New Year's Eve 6 years ago.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm getting that Mandy was a very curious, fun-loving, sweet girl. I'm getting the sense that she was very engaging and had a very sweet, bright personality, and she didn't meet anybody for the most part that she wasn't happy to see. She was very bright and bubbly.
Yeah.
She was had this big love of taking. I'm getting a sense of liking smaller people. Like I'm getting a sense of her really liking children, like getting and I'm not sensing that she was around children consistently, but she was fond of being around smaller people, and like to play.
Yes, I had two little grandsons. I had two small grandsons.
Okay. So she did enjoy their company when they came over. It was like, it was almost like her little brothers were coming to visit. And I also feel like when she passed, there was many times shortly after she passed that you sensed her around quite a bit.
hearing noises, hearing like rustling across the floor, similar noises of like her nails and stuff hitting the floor, where you were brought to her, that attention got drawn to the sounds, and it made you kind of think and look, and you had to go, wait, no, that can't be her. And I also get the sense of her sitting on the floor next to your leg and you feeling kind of some pressure up against your leg. And she still comes around you quite a bit. She comes and checks in on you a lot. And
that's good to hear.
She comes, she was extremely food motivated, and she comes around you a lot when you were baking. It's like the nose went nuts when you were cooking, and it's like she could have been in a dead sleep, and soon as something fired up on the stove or was being baked in the oven, she didn't make a noise, and she was all of a sudden right behind you. And so when you're cooking a lot, she's still coming around, because that nose still works wonderful. So
good.
when you're cooking or baking, start talking to her, because she's coming around to say hi. And I also feel like her transition, that you have some feelings that you're kind of unsettled with about that, and those need to be let go of. There's not they don't have that sense of my life was cut short, or this was a bad decision, this was the wrong timing. Does that make sense to you?
Well, kind of. I wish I would have done more sooner. Like she had cancer, so I just felt like after she passed away, I just felt like I didn't catch things soon enough.
Okay. There's that. A lot of that is us trying to analyze the situation and trying to we're reflecting our guilt onto it, and without knowing how it started, when it started, how long it had been going on, much of the time, because it's hard for them to say, okay, this pain started at this point in time. It's more of we notice a behavior, we notice a symptom once this has been going on for a while, and it's hard to tell when we started noticing that if that was actually a symptom of the disease. So don't beat yourself up over that. That could have been, I'm just starting to slow down. I'm just starting to not be as interested in my food anymore, versus that's when the cancer started. So don't put yourself in that position of feeling like that's when this started, and I should have done something sooner. You gave her the absolute best life, and she was so happy with you and absolutely loved being with you. And she's still a very big part of your life. And that in itself, I really feel like you could, if you sit quietly, you can actually feel her presence around you. Especially if you take the time, like after you cook a meal, or you're baking something in the oven, and you take the time to sit quietly and talk to her a little bit.
I really believe you can actually feel her presence, because that is when she's with you the strongest, because that was one of her biggest joys was food. She just loved food. She also really loved to go out and go for walks and play out there. Her nose was just so keen, and she loves smelling new things. And it's like her world was really led by her nose.
It was very much so.
And I'm seeing like some little critters coming in and out of your yard that she really liked to. She caught them with her nose first, but when she made visual contact with them, it was like, oh, like a squirrel or a bird or anything that was down on her level that she normally couldn't get to. It was like, game on, I'm gonna get them. she was just such a sweet, funny girl.
She was.
She was she a buff cocker?
Was she a sorry what?
Was she a buff colored cocker?
Yeah.
Okay. She's also giving me the impression that going to the groomer wasn't necessarily always her favorite thing to do. That there were moments that she would tolerate it, but there was one particular groomer that she wasn't always crazy about seeing. It's like there was a couple of groomers at the shop, and one she was okay with, and the other one she was like, I don't know, I don't really like you so much.
Yeah, it makes sense. If I took her to one, she wasn't too happy. If I took her to the other, she was like very excited.
Okay, yeah. The other one was a little bit rough with her, is what I'm getting from her. She wasn't as patient, and the other one was very slow and methodical and gave her lots of scratches. And the other one, it's like her ears were sensitive, and when they went to do the ear cleaning and pulling the hair and stuff out, that she was real rough with that, and she didn't like that at all. That was the part that she really didn't like. But she has so much love for you still, and I hope that that you feel her around sometimes still, and just sit quietly with her, with a photo of her, or like I said before, after you've had a meal or something, and talk to her, and I'm really sure that you can feel her energy around you.
I'll definitely try that. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I hope that helps. Awesome. And that brought you some New Year's peace, and I hope you had a very happy New Year's Day.
Thank you so much. I did. And thank you so much for the reading. It really helped.
Oh, you're welcome. Happy New Year.
All right. Happy New Year too. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that was a sweet, sweet dog. My grandmother had a cocker. Her name was Honey, and those buff cockers, I always think of my grandma's dog, Honey. So I hope you all have a very happy New Year, and thanks for joining me tonight. And we will see you all the next time around, and have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you all soon, and make sure you take care of those pets and watch the cold weather out there, and stay warm yourself. It's a brutal one if you're in the northeastern part of the country with all this snow going on. It's brutal out there.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for Insights with Solaris with Jennifer. Live from Solaris.1. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Insights with Solaris on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final episode of 2025 with Insights with Solaris, where I'm your host, Jennifer, a tarot reader that has over 10 years of experience, and I have over a dozen of certifications from healing modalities to astrology. I do a lot, but at the end of the day, I always say that I am a channel of spirit and I bring messages for those who find me. And I am excited for this show tonight because I am getting messages from Source and Spirit very quickly. And this would be some messages for the collective that we're going to start out with. And these are just things to consider as we're stepping into that new year and how we want it to unfold over the next couple of months. And it says it's going to be a very interesting year. It may have some frustrations coming on or some really big changes coming forward, particularly around relationships in your workplace. And that's fantastic because I'm not feeling anxiety or stress. Of course, those things will come up, but the overall theme is that you are stepping forward and you're really ready to show the world what you have learned over the last year. And so it's understanding what's actually important to you going forward. Do you really want to work 20 extra hours for and lose that family time, or is there able to have more of a balance coming forward? But as you are readjusting how you're going about, have curiosity, ask yourself questions, be like, do I want to do it the same way the next year, or what do I want to change? And by being curious about your life and about yourself, there will be challenges. That's going to happen at this life. This isn't easy. But if you accept the truth for what it is, you are going to succeed. You are going to make the changes that you want, but it starts with you. And it starts with the truth of, if I am not happy, I have the power to change that. And there's a lot of opportunity for happiness over the next year. So allow yourself to let go of that ego, embrace change, even when it gets scary, because it is going to. And a straight up message before we go to our caller. If somebody is listening whose name is Megan, yes, the answer is yes about your romance question. Hopefully you see this if you did come through. All right, and so we're going to go for our caller tonight. And we have Kelly from Oregon. Hello, Kelly.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I am fantastic. Do you have any questions tonight?
Not really.
Okay. So we can do a general reading, but the first thing that came up is there is some conflicts with others, it seems, about in your circle, particularly around like competition, competing goals. Maybe there's some things that just have been making you feel tension. Does that resonate with you?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
There's also just a little side message. There is a secret admirer coming on too. I'm going to try to get more information about that because I don't necessarily know if it's about you or someone else that you're close to. It has a secret admirer, kind of a little bit of iffy for it there. So I'm just going to put that to the side, and we'll get into that if more information comes through.
Okay.
Spirit's coming in and saying very clearly, okay, this is a temporary shift that you're having with this kind of conflict with others. It's part of your life experience. So it's meant to help you grow. So when you're in conflicting situations, you're being asked to learn something. And so next time you get in a conflict with another person or you feel that tension, just take a moment when you can and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Because spirit's like, as soon as you learn this lesson, all of the things you've been worrying about, they're gone because you learned your lesson. You no longer need to worry about any of this. And it just seems like this particular pattern has happened quite a number of times around the home and your security and kind of your foundation. So you've been through this lesson more than once. It has shifted and changed forms a little, but spirit's like saying, hey, let's learn this now. Okay, we don't want to keep coming back to the same patterns because you deserve contentment, peace, abundance, and that joy, especially within the home. And so spirit, we're just like, hey, let's learn this lesson and just let it go.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. So there seems to be another message, and we're jumping around a little bit, which tends to happen when I do general readings. But another message coming through is that it's good to be cautious with money. And there is a message of wanting to balance a bit more, particularly over the next couple of months. I know we're in that holiday period. And so perhaps you're being too cautious, but other times you may have spent a little bit more than what you needed. But you have the opportunity to make really good financial decisions, particularly around business as well. But it is going to require some more balance and some moderation and cooperation with those in your family movement. Yeah, your family unit. There may be some family movement coming on too. So if you're expecting some movement, or particularly around like negative face, I like to call it like fear-based thoughts. So if you've been worrying about a family member, perhaps this is you worrying about some type of change or movement coming forward. That is your ego talking. That is a older version of yourself that is reacting. Okay, so going back to that life experience, you can ask yourself, okay, am I reacting based on the truth and what is presently happening, or am I reacting from an old version of myself that has learned and say, okay, this is my default reaction? And you're being asked those questions. And as I said in that beginning, the curiosity, having curiosity about yourself. And are you currently in a romantic relationship?
Yes.
Okay. How is that going for you? How do you feel about that?
We've been together almost 18 years, so pretty good.
Okay. I love this. So is your 19th year anniversary coming in?
It'll be our 18th in April.
18th in April. Okay, so the number 19 is coming forward. And so let's see, Spirit, can I have more information about this 19? Decisions needing to be made, changes happening within the family movement. Do you have a daughter?
I do.
Okay.
Four.
Okay. Is one approaching 19 or wanting to have children anytime soon?
One graduated in 19.
Okay.
I'm trying to think on that one.
Okay, well, if it doesn't come up, that's completely okay. But particularly with one of your daughters, it does seem like there is a very high chance of pregnancy. So just saying that if that is something that is being planned, that is fantastic news. And if not, perhaps there needs to be a little bit more caution there. But I'm seeing. Let's just go ahead and see in 4 different routes because we're going to here. You have one daughter. I'm going to say this is your eldest stepping out of a difficult situation. The ending is happening, but she's embracing that change and things are going to get better. I like hearing that because when we step into that energy of like, okay, we've done it, it's done, I'm moving forward. And she's stepping forward with more of a logic mindset, maybe blunt and maybe a little bit harsh, but it's working for her. It seems like you have another daughter who may be being more quiet, perhaps a bit more withdrawn within the family. That's completely okay. She's working through some of her fears. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes which you may not be seeing. So if you are worrying about the second daughter, it is a right to reach out, just say, hey, I'm here if you need anything. I can help you work through any situations if you want to talk to. But she's just spending time with herself, meditating, trying to reground after some like, oh, okay, some of this is happening. I don't know quite where to go yet, but it seems like it's going to continue moving and moving very quickly. And that would be the daughter. Your second daughter would be the one if there was another child to be expected. Particularly, I'm seeing the number 3 for that. Or perhaps perhaps this should also just be really good information or something really awesome that happens to her around the month of March. But especially around that springtime energy, there is that creation energy coming forward, which a birth of something. It doesn't necessarily have to be a child.
Right.
And as we're going into the next daughter, she's stepping in some very confident energy. You may see her as a little bit reckless sometimes, but she's inserting her independence and she's really enjoying the success she has been trying to build. It may seem like she has her guard up, perhaps she needs to protect what she has as well. So she may be a little bit stubborn over the next couple of months. I'm saying even the next 5 months, she may just be a little bit more stubborn than usual. And that's okay because she is building success. She is learning. She is, you don't have to worry about her. She may get a little bit reckless at times, but she is learning. She is very smart and she works hard. So work hard, play hard.
Yeah, she does.
And then we're going to go to your youngest daughter. That you're going to be giving some communication quickly. It could be simple like, oh, okay, she's going to text you in the next 10 minutes. But it seems like she may be bringing up challenging truths. I don't believe it's with you, but perhaps one of her siblings. A challenging truth with one of her siblings. So
sorry about
it's
that.
Going to be, oh, you're good. It's going to be exciting. It seems like she'll be taking a leap of faith pretty soon, and she's kind of opening up to her about that. So that is very exciting. And so I'm just going to, with the last 60 seconds, do you have anything you need clarified, or do you just want more information?
I lost my mom in October, and that's been kind of hard for everybody. So.
All right, I'm just
other than that.
Okay, I will check in really quickly to see if we can get you a quick message. You don't have to rush into anything. So if you feel that a decision is making you be like, you need to get this done now, that is not a decision for you to make. If you are being rushed into something, particularly over the next 3 weeks, don't make the decision. The decision, if you say no, it will be okay. Particularly, be a little bit more romantic, have a little bit more fun, and don't be upset about letting your heart on your sleeve and really stepping into this final life experience. As you finish that lesson, you have dreams coming true.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for Insights with Solaris with Jennifer. Live from Solaris.1. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-45. You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for Understanding Spirit with Mary Shapano. Live from MaryVCircles.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Understanding Spirit on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Understanding Spirit. I'm your host, Mary. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas, and I wish you all a blessed, happy new year, and may you make beautiful memories and enjoy your life this year, and of course going forward from there. At the beginning of the month, I usually talk about an archangel that looks after that month. This month being January, it's Archangel Gabriel. He is the messenger. He does give divine messages. So if you're looking for a spiritual path or messages to assist you in your life, you can tune in to him. You can do meditations that are directed to him to ask for assistance during this month. Every week now I have been drawing 3 cards. So while we wait for a caller, I've got 3 cards. I want you to take a moment and just think whether you resonate with the first, second, or third card. I will start. The first card, these are life purpose cards, and I thought being the beginning of the year, it's a good idea to go with that to start with. A lot of people want to make changes, make decisions to make changes in the new year. So let's see if you've picked 1, 2, or 3, whether they resonate with you. The first one is you're on the right path, okay? So this is telling you to keep pursuing your dreams. The writing on the bottom here is keep doing what you're doing because it's working, all right? Spirit telling me to tell you to just keep pursuing your dreams. They know what you want. Okay, so they're trying to help you facilitate it because you have chosen wisely for yourself. So just center your mind and your body and just ask for clear signs of guidance, intuitively, motivation, support, any inspiration. If you're lacking, can sometimes, the road can be a little bit difficult and we can lose inspiration. So just keep doing that. I'm also being told to be present. So in your life. So as you're looking around when you're walking or whatever, just be aware of any signs or any people that come your way that can give you information, like if you're wanting something in particular, somebody might have that and might start talking about it, and Spirit are bringing them forward, and just allow any doubts to pass over you and don't hold on to any of that. You're doing really well, so just keep going, all right? If you've chosen the second card, this is travel. It's got here your life purpose involves traveling. Now, travel is the obvious that you may be looking for a job that does do travel, has travel as part of the requirement of the job. But I'm also being told you can your life purpose can not just come up through traveling for your job, but also through a holiday. So it's all about meeting the right people and, getting help. But if you are looking for a job that does involve travel, you are choosing well. If you're reconsidering a job or you have just started this job. The other thing with travel is that it can also be, when you are traveling, be still while you're traveling. and use that as downtime for you. So whether you meditate, read, don't just keep doing work while you're in between flights or whatever. Take that time as you time, me time. Okay, the other thing is travel can also be movement in your life. So letting go of things and moving on to things in your life that make you happier, that are more fulfilling for you, stepping into changes and being happy in your life that gives you more purpose and fulfillment. All right. If you've chosen the third card, this has come up with a healer. You've been a healer your whole life. Whether you knew it or not, even I see, even as a child, if you put your hand on somebody's shoulder, you gave them a healing energy, you listened to them, giving them your time, allowed them to receive healing from you, also to feel like they're being seen and heard. If you are on the road of being doing healing, look at other modalities than what you're doing, look at options of teaching or even learning different healing modalities for yourself. I do feel like you have done this in your past life and people just naturally gravitate to you as a healer. But you do need to take care of yourself. That requires rest, exercise, just so that, you have the energy, healthy lifestyle choices, all about that. It's all about balance. Okay, so I hope they have helped you. If it hasn't resonated for you, you can just hang on to the message. It might come up for you soon in your life. Okay, I've got Diane on the phone. Diane, how are you?
I'm fine, and yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. How can I help you today?
I guess if I had to question, it would be job related.
Job related, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me have a look. Are you looking at leaving your job? Because I'm seeing movement in that direction.
I'm just really not for sure.
Okay, all right. I feel like you've got three choices here. I'll just say what they are. Just give me a second. I'm being told one choice is, sorry, I'm writing as I'm getting messages. One is to, are you working at the moment? Because I'm getting stay is one of your choices.
Yes, I am working.
Okay, stay is your first choice. The second choice is to upskill. So whether that means that you will, maybe do an online course or something like that to put you in a better position to maybe get a pay rise or a promotion or something like that. And the third one is to move on to another place. All right. Would you consider like a new career altogether? Because I'm also seeing that that's an option for you if you chose to leave.
I've kind of thought about it. I just don't know what I would do.
Okay.
Kind of scary.
Yeah. Okay. I keep saying that. Oh, I'm dropping all my cards. Just give me one sec. I keep seeing children around you. Are you working with children at the moment?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I feel like this is another area of that. Okay. I keep thinking about disability. Are you in the disability sector or is this something you would consider?
In disability, is that what you said? I'm sorry.
Yes, Diane, disability.
I've never gave it a thought, to be honest with you.
Okay. Spirit are asking you to consider it. All right. Now, there not saying for you to go and work for an agency as such. They're talking about working for yourself. So having your own business and selecting your own clients. So that would mean, like the clients that you connect with. So if there is certain aspects of disability that you don't want to deal with, whether it's, the more difficult stuff, the messier stuff, then you don't have to do that. But they are talking to me about your finances, and this is a way for you to improve your finances. I feel it would be more rewarding for you because I feel like you're a little bit stuck, like in terms of not being very fulfilled with your job, and your job is you feel like it's a bit lackluster at the moment. Does that make sense for you?
Yes.
Okay, this will give you a boost in your finances, and it will also be a more rewarding and fulfilling for you as you help people. And that could look like, an 18-year-old girl who wants to learn how to cook. It could be, somebody who wants to go bowling, and you just go bowling with them. It can be whatever you choose it to be, but I feel that will change and you can work your own hours. All right.
Okay.
And I'm also getting, there's no time like the present. All right. Spirit are asking you to consider that. That is the better option for you, where long term you will be more happier. Okay. Does that make sense to you? Yeah.
Yes,
all right.
absolutely.
I do, and you can start slow. You can stay with the job that you're at, and you can start doing, like weekend work. Start building up your clients, and then when you're ready, you can move on. Now, I'm in Australia, so just to give you an idea, we have what we call the National Disability Insurance Scheme, and, they pay like $70 an hour. If you were to work through an agency, the agency pays their staff $38, okay? Now, I don't know how it's there for you, but if you are a sole trader, then you can make that money for yourself. So just look into what is required, whether you need to take out some insurance for yourself, maybe you need to study a little bit for it, but Spirit is pushing you in that direction. So just do a bit of research and consider it, because I see you very happy. I see you smiling and happy in that field.
I like that.
Okay, I think you will be happy. Please, look at it, and you'll be glad to leave everything behind. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh, you're very, very welcome, Diane. I wish you a blessed and happy 2024, and just keep pursuing that, and just make yourself happy. That's all Spirit is saying. Make yourself happy this year. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Take care, Diane. All the best.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome.
Time for Soul Seed, divine guidance and spiritual mediumship with Lisa Thurgate Marks. Lisa Thurgate Marks. Live from LisaThurgateMarks.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites. websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Soul Seed, Divine Guidance and Spiritual Mediumship on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi everybody, Lisa T here, all the way from the Gold Coast. It's New Year's Day here. We had lots of lovely celebrations. Happy New Year's Eve to everybody over in the US, and if it is New Year's Eve still where you're watching, it's about saying goodbye, just getting the last of that out now. And we're going into another whole decade, a real restart. The fire force, the first time it's actually come around too in a decade. So it's about rehashing. We've got the rebellion, we've got breakups, we've got breakthroughs. Just go with it. This is your time to have a restart. And I feel really excited. Be that little bit rebellious. Rear up if you need to. Take control of yourself. It is time to reinvent yourself. Feelings, that if it's been a little bit intense this last year, really look into that and go, no, let it go. I did a reading for the collective. Just pulled a card, and it's actually past life healing. And as we do know, a lot of what we experience in this lifetime has come through from many lives, as well within our cellular DNA. So this is your chance as we start another whole decade in that 1 year to be creative, to feel into who you are now. Let go of who you were. It's time to kickstart your heart, your soul. Get creative. Feel into your solar plexus and your sacral. Balance the emotions that are within your mind that are still playing. Bring them out, bring them forward. Look at them and have a really good look. Feel into the energy of your ancestors, your grandparents, your past loved ones. Call them in. Your spirit guides. It's like show me, ask them, feel. It's about having this beautiful reset. And when we do have this reset, it can feel exciting 1 minute and then really icky the next, because when we're not balanced in our energy, we might be underconfident and then overconfident and seesawing back and forwards. But when we start something new, you've always got to remember that when we start something or work towards something, have a go. It is going to stir emotions, but really know that you've got this. It's better to have had lots of starts than think about something and really not have a go. So happy New Year to everybody. Love, blessings, joy, happiness and fun. Enjoy the breakups. Enjoy the intense feelings that are coming through. Enjoy you. You've shed the skin. Now it's time to just giddy up and go with the flow. I have a lovely caller. Her name is Terry coming through. How are you tonight, Terry?
I'm good. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Plans? You have some nice plans for tonight?
No. I'm here with my home with my cat while the neighborhood is shooting off fireworks.
So there's lots of protection around your cat and cuddles and making sure your cat feels safe. Would you like a general reading moving forward today? Or
I would. Thank you so much.
Question.
Do I have a question?
Do you have a question? I'm just feeling into your energy. But if you have a question, yes, let me know your question.
Probably have several questions, but one, I'm struggling. I've been struggling with my health for several years, and I feel like I'm getting towards making progress, but I don't know. I don't know. That's not really a question, is it? Anyway, any insight on that?
Yes, because there is a lot that's breaking. You've actually
I get the word crack yourself open a lot. Got to know you wholly and solely rather than being the person that people wanted you to be. That's where I feel the breakthroughs are coming in more with you, healing in and actually loving you and having that peace within. I get that with the spirit, understanding that you are getting this guidance and these thoughts that you're having. When they're negative, bring them forward and say, okay, you don't really serve me anymore. I've got a new kickstart now. And when they're positive, celebrate yourself, because I just keep seeing the fog lifting off your mental health. There's a lot of light around you, something around a change in a job, which I feel is going to be very good for you. Are you moving jobs or are you moving departments?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the last part?
Sorry?
That's lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, because I feel that
this whole process is not just in physical healing, it's also spiritual and emotional, and it's just been a wild ride.
And it has been a wild ride, and that was what I was saying before about when you're getting those voices, thoughts, feelings, connect in, really feel in, bring it out, because when we're having these spiritual, what we can have awakenings and going through, we can have our dark nights of the soul, which you've had. When you turn that corner, as you're coming through now, and you're actually seeing the light shining through, this is where all the juiciness comes, but it's also where you can be very careful and not to slip back into the comfort zone that you've had these last, 3 decades, not just 2, 3 decades. So it's about honouring the feelings and who you're becoming. Yes, there is going to be a few, I'm getting the word setbacks where people are going to leave your life, but this is good for you. You need them gone. Okay? If you can understand this, you're going to protect your energy a lot more. This comes, and when it's funny, that not funny, but I got the past life healing. So much of this is within your DNA and your cellular structure as well. So when we look at this and you trying to, like you've been judging who you are rather than going in the flow, this is your time now of acceptance, accepting who you are right here, right now, and then say, okay, because you've got a lot of celebration, because there's been a lot of healing with you. So right here, right now, who do I want? Who am I becoming? Where do I want to go? Because I feel that there's actually a move for you where you live, where you reside right now. There's a move there as well. So you've got something going on around your work, which I feel is actually going to lift you right up. The move, I feel you feel a little bit standoffish, but go for it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, yes, it does.
Is there anything you'd like to ask around that? Because you said you had some questions. I'm just mindful of time.
Yeah, it's just, it's hard to shed the old, and embrace the new. Is there any advice on how to do that?
The breakup I get with yourself, which is there's a lot of rebellion around yourself, that the breakup with you when you stand tall, as I said before, and embracing that new, you have these steps in motion, because it's like your energy is wanting to rise, and then we're going back to our conscious and your personality that's going, no, this is too scary. It's like having that emotional breakup with yourself rather than somebody else, because when I feel this breakup and your energy lifting up, you're actually going to be bringing energy in, and beautiful people that have got a lot of higher energy coming through. as I was saying about these breakup of these people around you, I feel some of them actually just need to be gone. Someone with a beard, just quietly. Yeah. And just letting you know. And if they don't want to change, it's time to shed there as well. Just because we're coming out of the snake year doesn't mean we need to shed. Sometimes, as we're in this horse energy, you need to rear up. You need to protect your energy. I want you to really protect your energy, okay? And so when we're looking, doing some dancing, doing some playing, even having a role play with yourself, and really sit with each answer, with the 3 different personalities. Oh, okay, I might want to go and work on my spiritual side, but then I have my emotional, my physical. Know that the more soul connection you can have, the whole 3 will come in. It's about nourishing yourself. Use yourself as a human pendulum, even hand on heart, and asking the question and rocking forward, because spiritually awakening as you are can be harder than when you're having the dark night of the soul. Does that make sense to you? So I've given you some tips there. Go through and listen to it and ask. And if test yourself, if it feels good on something you know feels good and you move forward, well and be. So that's when you'll come through. So you're standing there. If you're feeling that draw towards something that feels good, go for it. If you're feeling pulled back, please don't do it. And that goes for everybody. This is about embracing yourself. There's change, there's breakups, there's breakthroughs, there's reinvention. I'm so excited. Gallop forward, go in the flow. Thank you so much, Terry, for trusting in me to read with you today. Happy New Year to everybody. There's so much love, and bring that love and put it in your heart. Drag all your love that you've given out and place it back into you. Blessed be to everybody, and love to all.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome. Time for the Mini Medium with Stephanie Cowan. Live from TarotWithSteph.net. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, ask1radio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is the Mini Medium on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
All right. Hi, guys. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. And what a fun Wednesday. Happy New Year. This is your mini medium on the A1R Psychic Radio and the beautiful Moonstruck TV. I'm so happy to be here. I thought how fun to have my show be on New Year's Eve. And, so some of you might be out there maybe driving to, your party or your celebration or wherever you may be, and hopefully listening to A1R Psychic Radio. I'll tell you, I almost didn't make it today. We have the full moon coming up on Saturday, and a lot of people, if you're familiar with energy, the full moon can really mess with your electronics and your phone and everything else. And I just was having some struggles, but by the grace of the wonderful universe and the A1R gods, how's that? I made it, and I'm so happy because I was so excited to do my show tonight. Now, as many of you who have followed me know that every time I come on my show, I get numbers, and numbers really connect with or will validate a loved one on the other side, their birthday, their death day, anniversary, age, things like that. Sometimes it's as simple as just a favorite number. So as I was kind of trying to get all of my stuff ready, I'll be honest, I was so overwhelmed with kind of frantic, trying to get things fixed that I wasn't paying much attention to any signs today. I had a reading earlier today that was just beautiful. A lady that came, we channeled her sister that had passed of cancer, and just amazing, beautiful connection. And so I've just been kind of engrossed in a lot of stuff. So I am just going to go with it tonight, and whatever comes, we're going to come up with that number. But before we do, I want to do always an affirmation. And I'm going to do two tonight before we take any callers. We're going to do an affirmation, and then we're going to do what's called an oracle. Now, oracle is kind of just a very beautiful, simple reading, if you will. It's I always say, oracle is like your sweet, Aunt Bertha, and then tarot is like Uncle Fred that is like really rough, so, and tells you how it is. And I love them both. And I thought, you know what, since it's the new year, let's do both. And since we have the full moon coming on Saturday, it's perfect. And the oracle is the Moonology card, and it's one of my favorites. So I'm sitting here and I'm going, gosh, what number? What number? And I'll ask Spirit to, show me. And I kind of joked, I'm like, hey, how about 26? Well, no joke. That's literally the number I was saying. And then I joked and thought, maybe it's just because it's 2026. So we're going to go with number 26. I never question my intuition or the vision. So now 26 will be the 26th of a month, February 6th, the age of 26. We could be even having someone want to validate their year of birth of 1926, so some ancestors there. But I thought, it's not going away. So let's do 26. So with that said, I'm going to really quickly count out the 26th card here, and try not to take up too much time with my counting. I usually try to do this before I hop on, but like I said, it's been a crazy, hectic day. Hopefully you guys are getting ready for the new year. I'll tell you, I'm not one for New Year's resolutions. I like to set attainable goals, and I'm excited for 2026. I hope you guys are as well. I think 2025 has just been a rough year for so many. Now we are in the year of the 9, so it's really about a lot of people quitting jobs, relationships breaking up, unfortunate divorces happening, and even more unfortunate, many deaths, this year. If you look at how many celebrities this year that we lost, and so it's been a rough year, and it's been that year of the 9. Well, now we're going into the year of the 1. So if you add up the numbers in 2026, they equal the number 10. Now we drop the 0, which leaves us with the number 1. And that is literally new beginnings and fresh starts. And I just cannot wait, my friends. We're ready. I'm sure you all are ready. I think it's one of those things where I think every new year we just are like, all right, fresh start, right? Clean slate. But this is a literal fresh start, literal clean slate. So we'll kind of see what comes. I was listening to one of my favorite mediums that I follow, Alison Dubois, and she has on her podcast an astrologer, and he was going into details about how 2026 is the year of the fire signs and the air signs. So I'm an air sign. I'm so excited. And it's really about putting things in motion. Wait, where'd that come from? It's like an accent there. And it's also the fire. It's putting a fire under your butt, and getting things moving. So I'm excited. I've got a whole list of things that I can't wait to get moving. My biggest thing is sticking to them. I'm a procrastinator. That's the Gemini in me. But I also, I do great for the first few weeks and then I kind of fall off the wagon per se. So, not this year though. 2026 is going to be beautiful. Okay. All right, my friends. So really quickly, I'm going to do this affirmation and this oracle, and then of course we're going to take a caller tonight. So we're going to do the affirmation first. So the affirmation, this is for everybody out there, and let's say we'll set this affirmation for the new year. We'll set the tone. It says, I don't need to control life. I trust in magic and miracles. I cannot tell you how wonderful, and I love hearing this for myself. So let go of the control, just trust in magic and miracles. And magic and miracles doesn't have to be, so magical and these crazy miracles. It can be as simple as just trusting that the universe or God or whoever you feel your higher power is taking care of you, right? So I think that's a good one for the new year. So let go of the control, my friends. Trust in your intuition, in the magic. All right, so the oracle, this is so beautiful. This is really connecting with the waxing crescent moon. So I thought it'd be interesting if we pulled a full moon, but I really love this one. And very simple, the oracle says, have faith in your dreams. I'm going to show how beautiful this card is on camera there. So just beautiful purples and, my favorite on the back, the moon phases. So, but have faith in your dreams. And boy, that's perfect for me because next year, like I said, my Gemini air sign is ready to hit the ground running, and I am planning on doing a bigger tour this year. So last year I did a smaller East Coast. Now I'm going to be doing a larger. So it's coming. Follow those dang dreams. I'm telling you. Cannot wait to meet more people and share my gift. All right, my friends. Well, we are going to take our first caller of the last day of the year. How's that? And this is Michelle. And Michelle's in, I think, Florida. Hi, Michelle. This is Mini Medium.
Thank you so much for taking my call, and I'm sorry if I get spotty service. I live on a boat, so I just never know. Sometimes it'll be spotty. Sometimes it'll be spotty for a couple of minutes, and then it'll clear up,
Oh, no, that's okay, my friend. I am jealous that you live on a boat, by the way. I am jealous. It sounds amazing.
Thank you.
It sounds amazing.
I love it.
Oh,
I don't want to trade it for anything. I love it.
Oh my gosh. I don't blame you. I love the water. I am a beach girl and I live in Utah. So go figure. Makes no sense.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I love Utah. And I've actually thought about selling my boat because I've got RA and it's been kind of hard for me to get on and off the boat. So I don't know what the future holds.
Oh, well, maybe I can help you with that tonight, Maybe that's what this is about. Did you have a particular question or something you'd like me to focus on?
Well, do you see me selling my boat? My rent's coming up this next year, so I lease a 100-foot lot, and it's $1,800. It's $1,800 a year, so it's like $150 a month, and you can't beat that. And so I dock right up to the land, and you do whatever you want with the land,
Wow.
But I'm just kind of worried because I live on disability, and I don't know how I'm going to come up with $1,800 because you got to come up with it up front. It can't be monthly. You know what I mean?
Oh, isn't that convenient? Because we all have $1,800 just stashed away somewhere, Because most of us,
right? It's so hard because I was a hard worker. I was such a hard worker, and I unloaded my semi every day, and I traveled the whole United States, more on the East Coast than the West. But anyways, you're in my favorite spot. One of the places is Delta, Utah. I don't know if you know where that's at.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Oh, I love that.
There's a hot spring there that I love. The hot spring.
Yep, there sure is. Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, I love Utah. I love our mountains. I mean, you can go north and you can be, in the snow. You can go south and be in the sun and, kind of the south or, St. George area. You can go east and you're in the, mountain snow skiing, and then you can head west and you're out in the desert. I mean, it's just like, it's not, it's not boring, I would say, but there's no ocean, and I miss the ocean. That's me, because Great Salt Lake.
Only thing that I'm worried about. Yeah, I love the ocean too. That's my spiritual energy, so I'm kind of scared that I would miss the ocean.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look. I'm pulling some cards for you, and we'll see what comes of your reading. Now, the way I do my readings, I use tarot cards, but I use them just kind of as a guide or a tool or a visual validation of what my gifts are bringing. So I listen to my gifts first, or my abilities, if you will, and then the cards will help us kind of validate it. So before I get into these cards, really quick, I was just letting everybody know that the number 26 has been very significant. Just in the last hour, which I know tomorrow's 2026, but do you connect with that number in the age of 26, the 26th of a month, February 6th?
Well, my sister was February 14th, but anyways, my daughter was a millennial baby, so she'll be 26 years old in this next year.
Oh, okay. Well, that may be exactly why I was seeing that, and we got together. So, and I can imagine that, even with, having older children, I have a daughter that's 26 as well. So, and, they grow up and they're on their own. So then you start to just, really want to focus on you and your journey and your happiness. But I know it's not easy to leave family either, So I want to show, it's very interesting. I'm going to show it on camera, and I'm not sure if you can see it, or you can go back and watch on YouTube with Moonstruck TV or Facebook. But you pulled this beautiful King of Cups card. And the card is literally this dude sitting on a beach with a boat behind him on the water. And I thought, well, here's your sign. So we'll talk about what that's about here in a minute. And then ironically, which I don't believe in coincidences, but the other card you pulled is this Justice card. Now, the Justice card is all about finding, balance in your life. Sometimes it can be the legal part of things. So when I'm looking at this, just intuitively, I can't ignore the fact that the 26 was there, and that connects with your daughter. Now, does your daughter live in Florida as well?
Yes. She does. She's actually living with me, and I cannot wait till she moves out, because I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah.
I can't live my life, I can't find a mate.
Yep, I get it, my friend. I get it. Well, I have a strong feeling that's why I was picking up on that on the 26th, and this being such a significant change, not just for you, but it will be for her, Now, this King of Cups card that's right side up, the way I put this in kind of perspective is when the cup is right side up, it means that the cup is empty and it's time to fill that cup up. It also means the cup is overflowing. And now it can be overflowing with goodness, which, this saying, my cup runneth over, meaning that you're very blessed. And I do feel you're very blessed, by the way. You have a beautiful energy, I have to tell you right offhand. So
thank you.
You do. And then the other overflowing cup is overflowing with crap, the things that just life brings us, or we might, conjure up ourselves. So when I saw this come out for you, you've got all three, my friend. The thing I want you to focus on is the cup that is empty, which is your spiritual cup. I agree with you with the fact water is a very beautiful conduit of energy. It's very cleansing. I just feel like that where you're at now is so perfect, but there's so much going on around you, especially with your daughter there. That's why I saw the 26. And then this justice card is finding that balance. You can't find balance, right? When you've got, a child living there. So,
right. I thought about just moving away because it's like I can't live my life because she always wants me to babysit. And it's like, I feel like I'm the mean grandmother of the whole world because I'm about ready to have a heart attack or a stroke,
Oh, well, please don't do that. I don't see that coming. So let's avoid that right now. How's that?
That's how stressed I've been,
I know. Oh, I can definitely tell. I know I've got another caller waiting, hon, and I've got like about 10 minutes, but I want to tell you, I really feel you should stay. The balance I feel coming is really being, tough love and letting daughter know that this is your life, your new beginning. And that's exactly what this next year is about. It's new beginnings and fresh starts. You don't want to start 2026 with the same energy of this year. And it will and if you do, it'll continue another 9 more years. You can't do that, friend. Yeah, you can. I really like where you're at. I just feel it works out perfect. And I truly believe everything happens for a reason. And financially, it balances out. And I don't know how this is going to work out, but it is. And I love it. I always trust in the vision. I want you to keep in mind March. For some reason, March is coming up very strong month for you. Do you connect with March in any particular way, why that would be so strong?
Yeah. The man that I loved so much, I ended our relationship because of him doing drugs. And his birthday is March the 10th.
Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. So I'm just going to validate your decision of that being one of the things that you have cut out of your life that needed to be so you could start fresh. I just want you to be mindful that because I see that March, that he may very well be trying to come back in, and you're going to be in a kind of vulnerable state. And it's very easy to fall into people's promises, and I don't want that to happen to you. So hold your ground strong. You have such a very beautiful, strong energy, and that's what I want you to channel. Just make sure you don't go back to that. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know I've got another caller, my friend, but tonight.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, hon. And if you want, you can go to my Facebook page, Mini Medium. And tonight I'm doing free readings for the new year for a few hours, in about an hour, 2 hours here. So hop on, let me know who you are, and maybe we can continue this a little more.
And what's your name again?
Mini Medium.
Mini Medium.
Yep. Mini because I'm only 5 feet tall. That would be why.
Gosh, Mini.
Yep. Mini Medium.
All right. Thank you so much, honey.
You're so welcome. Happy New Year to you. Have a good night.
You too, dear. Thank you so much.
Okay. You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right, let's take our next caller. And this is Kristen in Oregon. I love Oregon. Hi, Kristen. This is Mini Medium. How are you?
Hi, Stephanie.
How are you?
I was trying to determine what to ask. I've been a lot better than I am right now.
Yeah. Sometimes people don't really know what to ask. They just say whatever comes, and you know, I always say everything comes the way it's supposed to. Do you want me to just kind of, I call it kind of a general reading. Do you want me to just see what comes through for you?
That would be really good.
Okay, hon. All right, let me pull a few cards. I know that we're down to about 5-6 minutes. Time goes by so fast. These have to be quick, but like I was telling the other lady, that I do have a free readings on my Facebook page tonight, mini medium. So if we can't get much in tonight, hon, feel free to go to my Facebook and catch me there in about an hour, and I will give you more reading if you want. That way you don't feel like this is cut off, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's see here. Now, oh wow, okay. All right, honey, very quickly, some things I want you to be mindful of that I feel for this new year. We are going into a new year of the one. It's also the year of the horse. So this year is going to be huge for just getting things done. No more sitting around, no more wishing it to come. It's really manifesting. I pulled a few cards for you, and the one that I love is this Emperor card for you. Now it is reversed, which means that we've got some work to do. You've got a lot of energy coming from a heavy masculine, meaning a male or a relationship with a man. And that man can be here in the physical or has passed. Do you understand that, my friend?
Not in a romantic relationship.
That's okay. Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you a little bit what's going on? Or not?
Well, I always like to be kind of given nothing, and for sake of time.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have time tonight, hon, in about an hour that you could hop on? It's just like you're doing right now. And I can really connect with you more. I just really want to help you with some things I see, but we're so limited because we got another show coming. But if you can hop on my Facebook page, Mini Medium, in about an hour, you'll see live. And I just let me know who you are, and would love to continue this because you've got a lot of stuff coming in.
How do I connect to your Facebook page? Do I just click on it? Yeah. I mean, click on a link?
Yes. If you go to, do you have a Facebook account, hon?
Yes.
Okay, so just go in and go to the search and look for Mini Medium. It'll say Mini Medium, and it says Psychic Medium and Reiki Practitioner. You'll see that, you'll go follow. And then when you go into the page, you'll see the live there. And all you have to do is just click on it and go right into it. You can also go to YouTube, and my YouTube channel is also Mini Medium, but it has the number 75 behind it. That one is super easy. You just join, literally, you go right into it on YouTube, if that's what you choose. I just feel like there's a lot coming, and I want to help you, especially with the fact that we're in this new year, and I don't want you to carry this energy into 2026. There's just a lot of stuff with the masculine energy, and it doesn't have to be romantic, and it can be, you know, a father, it can be a brother, a friend, you know. It's very much needed for you to be able to release that so that we can help you move forward with what I see coming. You have a lot of beautiful changes coming next year. I just want you to be in the right mindset so that it doesn't overwhelm you. I feel like you get a little overwhelmed a lot. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Are you a Virgo or a Libra?
No.
What's your sign, hon?
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, okay. My son's a Scorpio, and I can see that. He stresses. Yeah, he overthinks. Well, that can work to your benefit, but then it can also be, kind of to your detriment. So, but definitely hop on my Facebook in an hour, hun, and then, or you can even go to my website. It's mini-medium.com, and there are links there you can click on, and that'll take you. Let me know that it's you, and I'll be happy to get into a deeper reading for you for free, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, my friend. Well, I can't wait to talk again, and you have a happy new year, okay?
Okay, you too. Happy New Year.
Okay. All right. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
To A1R Psychic Radio. Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome. Time for astrology and psychic readings with Lady D. Lady D. Live from LadyDPsychicParties.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, ask1radio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Astrology and Psychic Reading on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi everybody, welcome to Astrology and Psychic Readings with Lady D. I'm your host, Lady D. I hope you've all had an amazing new year. I know for me it's the second for me, but I know for you guys on the other side of the world, it's your New Year's Day. So what we've got coming up for this week with the astrology. So this is going to be a big year when it comes to the astrology. So we do have the new moon, full moon in Cancer. That's happening on the 3rd. So it's tomorrow at 9:03 p.m. That is my time in Sydney. So with this is going to be, I feel like we'll all feel this one. It's going to be a big one. We do have the moon will be opposition to Mars and to also Venus. So, and it's also going to have a trine to the nodes, and it's got a square to Chiron. So with it being squaring to Chiron, it could be bringing up some issues. It could be about sort of being a victim, or bruised egos could be coming up. But we've got the other positive aspects to it. And it's going to be close to Jupiter as well. So it is going to be about relationships. It'll be about finances, about finding that strength, that courage. You might be feeling a little bit agitated with Mars. It could be an anger or a strength with Mars, but they are so close to the sun. So I feel like it's going to be the energy amplified with this. So I do feel like it's about giving you that strength, that courage, creating a safe environment, getting motivated to get things done. I feel like it's like this energy of enjoyment. I don't feel like it's going to be super emotional, because it's going to be about holding the emotion in, because we've got the moon, it's going to be in Cancer, and the other planets that are positioning it are all in Capricorn. So it's more about getting that structure, getting that routine happening, getting things done, being very organized is where I feel like that it's where we're going. We've also got also on the second, so today we've got Mercury moving into Capricorn. So Mercury into Capricorn is about getting things done and organized, thinking very clearly, following the rules. But it's also about setting your intentions, but just making sure that you're being prepared. Could be that you're overthinking things a little bit, but it's just that you're wanting to get things done. And then we've got on the 7th, we've got the Sun conjunct Venus. So that's going to be sort of amplified on relationships and also finances with that. And then we have on the 8th, we've got Venus and Sun is also going to be conjuncting so Venus and Mars are conjuncting. So that can be a strength with relationships and also money. It can be frustrations, but I feel like it's going to be quite positive aspect. And with it all close together, I do feel like it's like a beaming energy here that's going to stand out. That's going to give you hope, inspiration as well. Today we've also got Mercury in square to Neptune. With that energy, it's about, I feel like it could be a bit of people trying to pull the wool over your eyes, but also could be you, like your thoughts maybe sort of a bit, how do I say, you might be trying to think logically, but you're not at the same time, and you might be having thoughts a little bit out there. But also I feel like it can be people trying to put an illusion over you, or not telling you what you need to hear. They might be sort of like spinning you some stories too with that aspect as well. So it is a big week for the planets with this new moon and these other conjunctions that are happening. I feel like it's going to be the themes around this will be about hope. I do feel like it's going to be a fun energy about being organized and structured, helping other people out. I feel like it's about creating a safe environment because you're wanting to feel stable and safe in Cancer. And I do feel like it's going to bring up new opportunities as well for you. So let's go to the caller. So we've got Mel. She's from Alberta in Canada. So hi, Mel. How are you?
I'm good.
Thanks. That's good. How can I help you today?
Just looking for a reading.
Yeah. So what would you like the reading on? So would you like on relationships or work? Like which area?
Relationships.
Okay, let's have a look. Is like you're feeling disappointed in relationships, or is it someone around you? I just feel like there's a disappointment here. I just feel like they're wanting to send it to the plate, but they keep on backing down. And they're not where they need to be. I kind of feel like you're quite positive and you're very inspirational. And I feel like that with you, when you say you're going to do things like you say it and you mean what you say. But I feel like that there's someone around you who's taking a disadvantage. They're taking advantage of this, of the way that you are, and then they're using that to their advantage as well. I just feel it's been really full on around you with relationship. Like, I don't know, it's been really, I'm just hearing it's been full on too. It's like things are like sort of things being full on. Like, so we say that, it's a saying we say, if, how do I say? Like if there's a lot going on in a relationship, so sometimes a word the way that we say that for us in Australia, sometimes we say like it's all full on, meaning like it's just a lot going on.
Yeah,
it could be busy or just be hectic, but yeah, so that's what we say. That's what I was hearing. Because I just see it's like you're in a car and you're speeding and it sort of halts, and so I just feel like it's just a lot going on. Look, I feel like February you're cleaning up, so I just feel like I don't know if this is physically you're cleaning up the house or you're cleaning up this relationship, but I just feel like I see the big broom and I just see you cleaning up, and I feel like it's February. So I feel like by then you're setting your intentions, you're setting rules, you're setting boundaries. You've also got a dog as well.
A dog?
You got a dog around? Yeah, I feel like a dog's very loyal. Like I see a dog sitting beside you, and a dog's very loyal, and the dog's not budging or going anywhere. The dog wants to be with you.
Yeah.
It doesn't want to be with the other people or with the male. I don't know if it's like doesn't want to be with the male, wants to be with you as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you're cleaning up. You're cleaning up in February, and I feel this is quite a positive thing because you're feeling empowered as well.
Good.
And you're being quite strong in your words to someone as well. You've got a son as well?
Two.
Is there one son that's a bit complicated or making things a bit hard?
At times.
I feel like you're going to set boundaries with this son. I feel like he might be the one that might talk about taking the advantage, because I kind of feel like you're reading him the riot act, or you're basically telling him what you want and what you're expecting, and you can't back down. You've got to stay strong with him, because I feel like that if he finds if he finds your weakness, or he finds like a weak spot, like he will use that. But I feel like he needs to. I don't think he knows how to say things or articulate things in a certain way, but I also feel like he's a little bit like there's things that he's hiding. I see like there's like skeletons in the closet, so I feel like he's got stuff that he's hiding. He's not telling you everything, but I feel like that but I feel like you're finding things out, because I feel like you open up the closet and everything comes falling out. So I do feel like you're going to find out what it is that he's hiding. And I don't think you're going to be happy. Does he live with you?
What's that?
Does he live with you?
Like 50-50. But we
Okay, so
just bought a house, and we call it our house. So
Okay. So I kind of can hear you yelling at him and telling him to go. So I just feel like that there's going to be some stuff happening there. Like I feel like you're going to find out what's going on with him, and you might not be happy about it, and you might be a bit angry, and telling him to sort of, maybe you need time out from him. I'll say it that way, because I'm just sort of hearing you yelling at him and telling him to get out, to go. But he's just making things a lot more complicated than what it is, or what it has to be as well. I feel like you have it's like financial security around you as well. So I do feel like that there's going to be financial stability around you as well. I like the house that you got. I feel like it's a big house. I've got room. I do see a 2-story house with you, so 2 levels.
I left a 2-story and came into a nice little bungalow. Perfect size for us 3.
Oh, okay. So you were at a 2-story house. Oh, okay. That was a nice house. I feel like I liked that house. So a bungalow, what's
Me
that?
too. Like a 1-story with a basement.
Oh, okay. So it's still 2-story. Oh, okay. So it's still kind of 2-story. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I feel like this house makes you feel safe and secure. I do like this house. I feel like it's got a lot of light coming in. I also see you like doing like a gardening as well, and fixing things up around the front and maybe parts of the back. And I just see you enjoying this place and enjoying your time. But you're going to be, I feel like you've got a lot on your plate, but I just feel like February you're going to make the rules and you're going to make the changes, and it's going to be good. It's quite empowering, I feel.
Good.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions?
Love life, I guess, if it'll ever spark back up again.
Assuming it's long, you can't hurry love, you just have to wait. Look, I don't feel like you're going to be alone forever. So I feel like you'll find like your match, or like your perfect match, but it's like it's finding a needle in a haystack. Yeah, it's going to take some time to find. I feel like this person will come to you. They're going to be around the same age. I feel like they've got kids of their own. I feel like there could be 2 children of their own. They're going to feel quite stable and happy, and they've got their own assets of their own life. So, but I feel like you'll be able to come together. But I'm getting a 5, so I don't know if it's like 5 years or 5 months. There's a 5 with this that I'm getting, but I don't feel like you're going to be alone forever.
Okay.
So, thank you for calling in today, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. So thanks, everybody. So if you want to contact me, you can. My website is at Lady D Psychic Parties, same as my Facebook, Lady D Psychic Parties. My Instagram is Lady DS Psychic, and my TikTok is Lady D Psychic, as well as my YouTube is Lady D Psychic as well. Hope you all have a fantastic week and Happy New Year, and I'll see you same time next week. So bye for now.
Greetings, fellow seekers of truth, wisdom, and delight all over the world. This is Reverend Elliot coming to you live from the city of New York, where, not even 24 hours ago, I was screaming in agony. That's just a medical thing, but it went away. It finally went away. But if my voice is a little raspy today, that's because I was screaming in agony. It's just a thing with pain, I mean, I don't mind. I can deal with pain. It's this kind of pain I can't deal